Hey everybody, welcome to the Pink Riot Comic Show. It's your girl Keisha, aka Hot Havoc, and I am here with my beautiful, amazingly talented, awesome co-host. Hey Bree, how you doing?
What up? What up? All is well. Um, Literally running on excitement for Comic Con energy. So all is well with the world. Just trying to get all of the things done so that will
I'm gonna be
be.
back.
I love that. So that will be prepared and popping for our first SDCC as the Pink Rat Comic Show. How are you, love?
I am working on fumes too. I'm like stressing. I'm like, what can we do to make the best possible impression to everyone? But I'm also overwhelmed because of the amount of panels, and
As
I
of
am
what?
excited all the panels that
Oh,
are gonna be there, and just like everything that's gonna be there. I kind of feel like I'm either gonna want to do everything or hide in the hotel, and then
and
yeah. Inja, how are you, babe?
we always notice you, love.
Hey. Oh my goodness. So yeah, excited, overwhelmed, terrified, you know, all the
We
things, but it's gonna be good.
we are not accepting any of this even remotely less than positive energy. We are feeling our flurry of excitement. We will
Yeah.
make all positive interactions and first impressions. And yes, I agree with you about the schedule feeling like a lot, but you gave me this advice, so I've been rocking with this. I'm gonna need you to take your own damn advice, Keisha. You guys, the way that we had a whole Pink Riot meeting talking about trying to figure out what our schedules and our lives were gonna be during the time. And I was like, the way my FOMO is set up, this is driving me crazy. I can't be missing stuff. What the heck? What the what? And Keisha was like, yeah, we're just gonna have to pick like our main one or two things and then have our goals for the day more so than trying to go and see everything. And I was like, you know what? She's smart. She be knowing what she's talking about. I'm gonna go with that and just lean on like, okay, this is what I mostly want to do and know that our goals will be met every day because our main goal for going to San Diego Comic Con is to make new friends, network, and build our brand and our brand's community, and enjoy new books and get to see some of our favorite comic book and book creators and authors. So I feel like, also all that is like the business side of it, but we're going to have fun because I feel like
Yes.
people will catch us in our most authentic, awesome, epic element if we're just being ourselves to have fun. Like, we don't have to put the shit on because we are like this all the time. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah. I am excited. I'm excited to see everybody. We got some people that already like lined up. I'm so excited to meet them and see them in person. This is gonna be great.
it's gonna be epic. Let's say what's up to
Right.
everybody in the chat. Hey, Lady Fantastic. What up, Dwayne? Hey, Rachel. I love that y'all be all kikiing with each other in the chat too. That gives me all of the vibes. Yes, we hope everyone is doing well too. And just says, I love the two of you together and the accountability you have for each other and the way you uplift each other and have one another's backs. And that's on period. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Yeah. All of the energy for my girl. Period. Hey, okay, pink high.
Hey,
Pink
I like the pink eyes, right?
I like a pink high. Riot high. Dwayne said, do it, ladies. Period.
Have you seen the new videos of
Y'all,
Chit?
the way that Keisha has me like full on chit army at this point is redonk. It's absolutely ridiculous. So,
Me
and
and
then
Dwayne have been passing videos too.
A mess. A whole mess. And hey, Navy, SDCC next week. Ah! You guys, the way that we are beyond excited that we have a gentleman of his caliber looking out for us in our first SDCC endeavors. We're like beyond honored, beyond blessed, and feeling like, who gonna check us? Who gonna stop us? We got the squad with us. That's very much the vibes. He might be like so tired of, why did I tell these niggas that they could lean on me? But by the end of it, but we're just gonna rock with it and hope that, he understands the excitement and the vibes and that we love him to pieces.
Navy needs to know that he has to take us to some really good restaurant on Wednesday.
Oh yeah,
the day we touch down. We trying to eat.
Yes.
We trying to eat.
Wait, Rachel said a gentleman with his top hat. Absolutely. Navy's a gentleman and a scholar, and we love him for it.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. He got us on the food runs, period. Hey, Sheena Boo. All right, y'all. So you guys seen the key about the episode. So, we got all kinds of special guests popping in to talk about a few different things. So we're trying to give everybody the opportunity to pop in so we have a little bit of everybody together here. So while we're doing that, I would love for you guys to share with us, since we're telling you about our qualms about our first SDCC experience, we love to get any tips that you have. I'm not trying to hear bring a bottle of water and wear deodorant. We know these things. I mean, you've been to a con, this is something you shouldn't forget. Or I've seen this creator or this imprint is going to be doing XYZ at the con. Because one thing that we have found is that the general SDCC schedule / programming does not necessarily point out or highlight a lot of the things that we're more excited to experience while we're there. So we'd love for you guys to share any tidbits you may have or anything that you think we wouldn't want to miss while we're there, so we can see if it'll fit the schedule.
They definitely did a lot of the black panels, like they did, the Grammys, the rap album of the year.
Right, we're gonna do this off camera. Yeah, do this during a commercial break is crazy. Hey, Carrie Quinn.
Hey, Carrie, how you doing?
Yeah, Sheena, I love my Sheena instead of my Shayla. Y'all get it. Okay, TN Games and Comics says, are y'all live streaming at the Comic-Con? So we found out that you cannot.
We cannot.
And even if we could, the signal is iffy and whatever. So what we're doing is our first night together where we finally get to meet each other in person. You guys will get a pre-recorded
to eat.
Yes, after we get fed, okay, we are going to link up and give you guys the full rundown and breakdown of what our plans for the con are. But we're going to be in this together, like Tia and Sarah vibes in the hotel room, literally like, guys, this is what we're doing. This is what we got going on. So you guys will get real time SDCC excitement vibes, but it will be pre-recorded, so that way we're not missing a week. Okay, we just literally couldn't actually do it live, and during that time I feel like we have other stuff we're trying to make sure that we get. So you guys be prepared to be sick of all of our content that's going to be stemming from the con once we get back, but we definitely got you. We weren't going to skip a week. Okay,
absolutely.
He says, bring protein bars in your bag. 100%. We're about to have all on deck. Okay. And Rachel says, do you have anything to give to folks to remember Pink Riot? 100%. We love this question because Keisha is a busy bee. She definitely did her big one with the design. Okay.
So we have a couple of things. So for one, when you have certain badges, you can scan them, and then you can once you scan them, the people who are scanning them can get your information. So that's one. But because it's linked to our individual things, we said we wanted things that just had Pink Riot on it. So we got more of our Pink Riot bookmarks with the QR codes, right? And for those listening, these are like hot pink and neon yellow bookmarks. They are awesome. They are very, very cute. And then we also have, what do we have? I can't find the box and I don't want to like destroy anything right now, but we also have bracelets that have NFCs in them where we can just tap and go, be like, hey, you want to know some more information about Pink Riot? Boop, there you go.
Our bracelet,
And
and it
then,
automatically takes you to our link tree.
right? And then we also have our business cards that are just mini versions of our bookmark.
Look how cute! Look how cute! I love them so
So,
much.
right? They look very, very cute. And it took us a while to get these right.
Adorable. Absolutely adorable. Totally worth the effort and the time. Bowing down to Keisha and her creative juices and energy and efforts. I helped a little bit, but she did all the hard work. Okay, Sheena says, what if y'all don't like each other in person? The way that we have been friends since the peak of the pandemic, and we've already, so let me tell y'all something. Let me learn y'all something, okay? The way that friend groups and stuff like that die after the trip makes it out of the group chat is because, for one, they don't manage expectations or communicate expectations, and they aren't realistic with each other about their needs. We can talk more in depth about that, but I think the main thing is saying, this is what I want to get out of the con. What do you want to get out of the con? What does Pink Riot need to get out of the con? So we can set those expectations. It's also having a very real conversation about, I am not a morning person. Keisha wakes up at the rise clock of dawn, okay?
The way you constantly phrase it that way, there's nothing wrong.
Because that's the only way. The rise clock of dawn, okay?
There's nothing wrong with waking up that early.
And I am like those Snickers commercials where the person turns into Patti LaBelle when they need a snack. So just, and Keisha is like, I have a social battery of about 2 hours before I need a break. Setting expectations is how you learn to love each other through your struggles and support each other so you have the most epic experience. All right, cool. And why would you be scared of people not liking you in real life? You are a gem and a treasure, and I can't wait until I get to meet you in person and give you hugs and love. Keisha has given me permission to give hugs, and I don't think y'all know how big that is. Actually, let me clarify. She's one hug, and I'm just going to work on her for like excitement hugs. But yay, we have both of our guests for the first segment of the show in the building, so we are going to get into it. Let's see.
Now this is super dope because one of the artists on it, he's been telling us about this comic for months.
Correct.
And it's been really exciting to actually read it, get our hands on it, and get to talk to the both of them. I'm excited about this because I thoroughly enjoyed this one. How about you, Briz?
Man, okay, so I was like expecting it to be one thing, and the way that it blew past my expectations and the things that I thought I would like about it were like not even on my list. So I love when something like creates its own space outside of what you would assume it would be. Because I'm going to tell you, when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, these are the creators, period. Say less, take my money. But what I thought it was going to be versus what I actually read that blew my mind earlier today. So yeah,
I actually went into it. Yeah, like I went into it with no expectations, but it had me researching, which I love. It had me researching, which I absolutely love doing that. And I was like, oh, this is black as hell. I appreciate this.
I can't wait till y'all hear about this because this is the way that both of us consume media is like both from places of truly loving this form of media, but like appreciating it in different ways for different reasons. And then when we come together, we're both like yeah, but this is the thing. And then the other one goes, yeah, but this is the thing. And we're like, I love that for you, but that is not what I was looking at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so excited that we finally get to bring these gentlemen on. So make sure that you
Let's bring
guys
them on.
cause a pink riot, and I want to see all of the commotion in the chat while we add our special guests.
Mr. David Brame and Mr. Greg Anderson Elyseé. How you guys doing today? Look at that.
Yeah. I refuse to say that I'm not going to fangirl because this makes me so freaking happy. All right, so we obviously had the opportunity and the pleasure to chat with David before, but this is my first time like kikiing and kicking it with Greg. I low-key have been like stalking his fine ass on Facebook for forever. So the fact that we like actually get to vibe in person is so great right now. What's up, guys?
I love how you held absolutely nothing back.
Oh no, why would I do that? Why would I do that? He is hilarious online, just so you know. So it's like a very much like, okay, very good looking big brother vibes. Did I make that clear? Sorry if that was awkward, but whatever. He's hilarious.
I love it.
He talks about a lot of the same like comic-ish things that I'm interested at the time. And so like the rare and few times that I like catch him in other comic spaces, he'll be saying something, I'll be like, yeah, all of that. They're gonna listen to it because he has a penis better from him. So I'll let him say it. But yeah, all of that. All of the vibes.
I love the unfilteredness. This is everything to me right now.
Am I lying? Am I lying?
I don't. The lie detector is staying down. Like it's not moving.
Right. Right. It's so great. And we're so glad to have you back, David. Period. I'm like, anytime we get some of his time, because the way that when we got to
just
see
living his best life in Alaska.
Living his best life, unbothered. And when he was like, this is how much time you have for me. And when I'm gone, I'm on the slope somewhere. You're not going to catch me. Don't think that you're going to catch me. It's hilarious. So the fact that he's gracing us with his presence, I'm like, a win is a win. Like, we must be doing something right. Because this is we kick it with him again. But yeah, how are you guys? I know I have no chill. But this is how you know I'm excited. How are you guys doing?
Hearing what you guys felt was very touching. Like, thank you. That meant a lot.
Yes. Oh, of course. This was a dope ass comic. And we actually have several questions and one, I'm not gonna say argument, but we want to know. So we'll get to that later. But yeah, this was a dope ass comic. Absolutely loved it.
Okay, so before we continue with our fangirling, we gotta like keep the shit in order. We have a freaking schedule to keep. All right, so we'd love to hear from you guys. What were your comic book creator origin stories? Normally we ask people like, what was the comic that got you into comics? But we're here for a specific reason to hype up this book. So we want to know like, what was the comic that made you decide, I want to do this. I want to create, I want to build my own story. And then we want to hear, what was the origin story of you two collabing on this particular story? I'm going to pick on you first, Greg.
Darn it. Well, I will say, not my very first comic, but the book that made me decide I want to make comics was Peter David's book of writing comic books. And I was a fan. I got into his X Factor work, which was when Jamie Madrox became, this detective in Mutant Town, and he had his whole crew of like mutants who were detectives. And I remember just falling in love with that to the point where anytime I saw his name after that, I just wanted to pick it up. And so there was this book at the comic shop about the behind the scenes of how to write a comic script and how to come up with ideas and everything. And even though I used to write my own fan fiction, it'd be cool to write a comic, I just picked that one up. Hey, what's going on? And I read that whole book beginning to end. And right after I put that down, I was like, nah, this is what I want to do for my life. I want to make comics. That was a done deal. So Peter David, rest in peace, who just recently died a couple months ago. If not for that book, who knows? I think I would have found my way there, but that was the book that was just like, this is it. This is what I want.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
How about you, David?
Uh, yeah, for me, like I always wanted to be a comic artist. So like, I mean, I went to university for it and everything. But
Period.
the thing that wanted me, like, I wanted to be like a creator, like a doing like indie comics, my own stuff. Was there was a book by Paul Pope called Heavy Liquid. I don't know if anybody of y'all have read that, but like that like blew my mind. Like the twist at the end, the storytelling, the ink work, I mean, because it's like all black and white and ink, and like so I was like, yo, that's what I want to do. So that was like the book that got me into wanting to be like a creator more than just like trying to work for like the big two or doing Spider-Man and all that kind of stuff.
That's epic. And I love that you brought this up, that story is in black and white, because part of me and Keisha's conversation was like, how, so for context chat, we had the pleasure of reading it in its entirety of the first issue of it. And it's early days, so it's black and white. And when I tell you, it was like, wow, the fact that they're able to convey this much emotion before we get any color, and then you see like some of the bits that are in color on like the Kickstarter previews, and you go, wow, it's only going to get like that much better, is absolutely insane. Absolutely
Yeah.
insane.
I
I'm
can't
one of
wait
those
to see
people
more
where
stuff in
usually,
color.
yeah, same. I was just like, ooh, this is about to go crazy. I just already know. And usually I'm one of those people where I'm like, oh, something in my brain really just turns off and gets fuzzy when something is black and white. Like that's why it took me so long to get into manga. So the fact that this kept me gripped and interested and entertained pre-color is like definitely a testament to your artistry. So I'm just my mind is blown at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we like it's only the pinups and the cover that's in color. Like we
Okay.
decided to go for like keeping it black and white and like keeping that like classic feel. Um, Specifically for the reasons that you were talking about, because we were able to just convey that emotion, the sort of the depth of of this place, without needing like the colors to add some pops and all that kind of stuff.
That's very well, freaking mission
Yeah.
accomplished.
Right?
I was like, hey, yo, like what's going on here? That's awesome. That's so awesome. Okay, totally getting off track. What is your origin story of this collab for the story?
I'll let Greg.
So David and I, we've been doing little projects for I'd say maybe
Like a
7, 8 years now. It feels like 10,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Oh, I guess it was like 2013, 2014, something like that.
yeah, it was a while, but
Yeah.
it's just been little stuff. It started from him doing a pinup or a variant cover for The Gentleman, a book that I was writing, and I just remember falling in love with that variant cover, and I think we started speaking. I think he was like, "Hey, if there's any projects that you ever want to do together, like let me know." And from there, it became like this thing where like every little anthology I was being asked, if I would like to contribute, I'd be like, "Oh, I want to work with David." Like David became my go-to guy, and he did a short. It's None of the Worst by the short with Rawhead and Bloody Bones, and the way we worked together was just so perfect and seamless. And I think that was it. That was a done deal. So he became like my Frank Quitely to my Grant Morrison. Like anytime I wanted to do something, I was just like, "Yo, Dave, can you do this with me? Do you have time?" And with Hammer actually wrote not too long after Volume One of his Nine of the Word Spider. So this book actually was written like about 9 years ago, and I had a different artist who was attached to it, but he got caught up with other projects. So I sort of just shelved Hammer, and I used that same concept and turned it into the Nana and John Henry crossover story. And I was cool with it just being that, but it was just like, yo, I wrote over 100, maybe 200 pages of Hammer, and nothing is being done with it. So I was just like, I want to bring this to life. And of course, that motherfucker was the first person I thought about of asking because he's become my go-to. And I was like, yo, I have this script. It's been written a long time ago. It's this or this amount of pages. Like I want to maybe do it like a web comic on my Patreon. Like every week we release something. Would you be down? He was just like, yeah. He read the script, and I think he after reading the script, he was even more on board. And eventually, as we're releasing this weekly, it was like, yo, what if we finally put it together and just release it as a Kickstarter, for the people who are too lazy to come to my Patreon, they can get the book. And and that's how, it came to be. And since then, he's become my partner with making this, even though the script has already been written, there's a lot of stuff that he contributes outside of even just the art, where some of the story gets changed a little bit just to bring it more to life, give it more pop. And it's just been a blast, honestly.
And you can definitely tell how y'all like balance that well because the way your humor in your writing is just like there's this cherry on top with the art is perfect. Like I'm just thinking about that panel with Lord Bolt and he's like holding the baby out here and he's, oh, I can't do it. Don't. I can't. like what the hell? I like yeah, you guys are an amazing team together and it just shows in how you guys put that together.
Very peak. Very peak.
What
Yeah,
about your
we
perspective, Dave?
yeah, like I mean it's pretty much the same. Like I mean I was actually a fan of his book before I ever got to work with him. So like I used to just like hit him up on like Facebook, like kind of like a fanboy. And that's where I was just like, yo, and you don't even have to pay me, bro. Like let's just hang out. Like I'm just gonna throw this art to you, and maybe one day we'll get to do some stuff together. And it was basically like the gentleman, like did everything for me. I thought that was like such an incredible piece of like artwork and writing that he did. So I was like happy to be a part of that for the little bit that I did. And then when he hit me up for Isanana, I was like, yeah, yo, I'm gonna like go in. I'm gonna like try to make this like a lifetime partnership because when you're like actually a fan of the people you collaborate with, it makes that collaboration so much more like indelible, And so yeah, just from there we just have always done. We did like a bunch of like little anthology pieces, and by the time we got to do this like full fledged piece we're doing for Hammer, we had already developed a really good working relationship, and it was I think that like you said, I think it shows like we can kind of like just kind of vibe. Like he has ideas, I have ideas, and then we just kind of like go back and forth, and we make something beautiful at the end.
I think it really helps that we're both weirdos and like black weirdos, and we love the same things in general. Like we end up realizing sometimes we read the same books we've watched the same movies that some people think is surreal and just too abstract or doesn't make sense, and we're like, yo, and we're bonding over shit like that. And I think we even found out we had like very similar life experiences throughout the
Yeah.
years, and it was just like, what the fuck, bro? It's just like an alternate reality Greg, except his name is David. You
Yeah, there's like, I mean, a lot of stuff that's like that we can't talk about here, but like, yeah, there's just it was kind of wild to just like have little conversations and realize, oh, I did that too, and um, you know, makes you more like comfortable. There's a lot more like vulnerability in what you can do as a creator when it's not just business. You know what I'm saying?
Feel
That
that,
is so good.
right?
I kind of want to know, like, what was the movie or song or something light, not, you know, what's the one thing that y'all bonded on and y'all were like best
I mean,
buddies?
the one, the one. I mean,
Anything.
most recently we were like geeking out about Cloud Atlas. I don't know if y'all ever watched that.
I love Cloud Atlas. Oh my
Yeah,
god. That
and
if
pretty much
you
like
haven't watched that movie, okay, sorry. That was
no,
just nobody ever talks about that movie, and like it's so cool, like them playing multiple characters and all of that. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
That's
yeah,
literally one of the reasons we were geeking out because it was brought up. So you read Hammer. The language is a little funky-ish, right? It's like even though it's still very black, like the way they speak, it's almost like a even further down the line Ebonics type of thing.
Yeah.
And we had a review that the review was perfect, but they felt the dialogue was too awkward. And so when I actually had a discussion with the guy who wrote the review, and I told him, do not change the review, but
Right.
I explained that the dialogue was actually very, very intentional. And that was actually one of my concerns that I had for the book. And I was just saying, I don't know how people are going to take it, but one of the inspirations was Cloud Atlas, because when you go to the scene, the story, the sections where it takes place in a post-apocalyptic world, their
Yeah.
language is so broken up to the point where it's almost like you got to listen to it a couple of times to actually catch what the hell they're saying. But then it makes sense after you get used to it. And it's like crazy broken English mixed with all this other stuff. So I just felt that was one of like the small influences of why I took the language a certain way, and then also thinking about the way language has evolved to be so much African American and Black queer vernacular. So why wouldn't it be that way also in the future? You know, and so there was a whole bunch of different things I was coming up with, and when I brought up Cloud Atlas as one of the inspirations, that's when David was like, "Oh my God!" You know, and we had a whole geek section session about that movie.
yeah. I mean, like I saw that in the theaters like 3 or 4 times. So it was like, it's like quintessential movie like storytelling to me. Like, and it's kind of like what you were saying. It's like a lot of people don't bring it up. It was like panned, like on like reviews and all that kind of stuff. People thought it was like was straight ass, but I just think everybody was too dumb to get the way it was they were
Say
building
that.
the story.
Say that. Oh
I
my
think
god.
Nice.
And the all-star cast of it too is crazy that it got like swept under the way that it did. For those who haven't seen it, the scene that Greg was talking about, it's literally Halle Berry and Tom Hanks in the future. What
Yeah.
what about that doesn't say like it? I still don't, to this day I don't understand how that movie didn't do better than what it did, but it's very peak.
It was such a great. I actually saw it at a preview screening for the critics,
Oh
and
wow.
Lana Wachowski was actually there, and I got to meet her right after, and I walked up to her. I was just like, "Listen, these are the type of movies that excites me as both a filmmaker and a writer." And she was just like so touched to hear that. I was like speaking from the heart, like that. My mind was just blown watching. 'Cause I was just like, "Yo, this is what movies should be. Like, this
Yeah.
type of ambitious, risk taking. Like this is the type of things that storytelling should be about."
Yeah. Has everything too. I agree with you, David. I definitely watched it a bunch of times and then was too juiced when it finally came out where I could buy the DVD for myself because I was like, oh my gosh, that's one of my comfort movies. So I love that. I love that.
Okay, you want me to? I'll do the next question.
I'm
Okay.
trying not to like boss talk all of the questions. No, I'm
All right,
excited
so
and we'll do the whole thing and you'll be like, damn, she didn't let me talk.
All right. So I guess my next question, speaking on the language and just how intentional you were, what made me do a lot of research was the first page. It's that splash page where it's well, Mama. I don't want to mess up the name, but she's holding the baby and then she's singing this lullaby. But it's like four different lullabies from four different places, right? It's Haitian Creole, Twi, Yoruba. I'm missing another one, but it's different lullabies. So like, and then throughout the story, you're seeing all of those same influences throughout, right? So I guess my question is, why was it so important to show the diaspora, like the Black diaspora within Hammer?
So I'm all about blackness. That's my shit. My every time that I write something, everything that's been published so far has been about a character or figure who is black and some black culture, some black spirituality. Like there is just something that is so ingrained in me, and I've always wanted to see more black shit as a kid. You know, even though I sucked in all types of different cultures watching, and we all grew up on white culture, just being culture like the normal shit. But whenever it had to be black culture, that was always foreign. That was always the selective elective, if you wanted to do. So for me, but yet that's the norm. And I enjoy doing research. I enjoy finding out all the different cultures that we have, whether it's Caribbean, African American, Africa, all the other places that we frequent. We have so many different backgrounds, so many different traditions and spirituality and culture. And I have so much fun doing that, and that is the reason why it's Nana. It's literally me just sharing my research. It's not the word spider. Every story is a different figure from a different black tradition or culture, and I guess that also goes into stuff with Hammer, where I just feel that, for one of the influences of Hammer are stories like Doom, Mad Max, and Terminator, but we barely see us in the post-apocalyptic world, you know. And Mad Max, especially, I love. That's the thing. I love Mad Max. I've watched Mad Max so many times, but I could only really think about Tina Turner and Zoe Kravitz, and I'm like, so we don't exist in the future? Like, what's good? Like, why are we so, like, what's going on with that? And so I wanted to make a post-apocalyptic story where we are the norm, and in doing that, there's so many of us with different backgrounds where it's like, where how do we influence this world with just our existence, and so I wanted the Mother Nature for Asase, who is actually sort of like a similarity to Gaia in a different African culture, where she sort of embodies all of blackness, and John Henry represents every single one of us coming together to become the hero. So the lullabies, I'm glad that you did your research, because I've had one person, they did research on one of the verses and just like, oh yeah, so this is all the lullaby. I'm like, nah, you
Oh
missed it.
no,
There's
yeah, it's
four
different sentence structures, different words in it. Yeah,
yeah.
I love what you do. I love when writers do that. They drop it and they don't give translations, because I take that as a challenge. I'm like, okay, I need to learn this. Clearly, you want me to learn something here. So, yeah, more people need to be doing that.
This is
I
what we were
always say
talking
it.
about, coming about it from different angles. She approaches this as the Blerd librarian, and I was like, oh, the vibes. I literally read that and went, okay, I'm sure this is some type of cultural song, but we're gonna keep it pushing. And then I talked to her, and she goes, yeah, oh my gosh, I did my research and this thing
Yeah,
and this thing. I'm like, period, pop off, girl. I'm glad you told me because I wouldn't have known. Okay, love that for you.
No, that means a lot, because that's literally why I write the way I do. If you're familiar with a lot of my work, I hate spoon feeding
Mm.
things, and it's the same as like movies like Cloud Atlas and other types of films like David Lynch. I don't want to know like don't spoon feed me it. I want to think about what the fuck it was that I just watched, what it is that I just read. I want to sit down and do the research and find out what's going on. And it's the same as when I introduce a lot of these different themes and figures in my writing. I want you to maybe just say, okay, this name, where does this name come from? And go on Google, and then you start to realize, oh shoot, this is from this culture, this is from that culture. Maybe I have this book where this is mentioned. Maybe I can learn more from this book, from this particular figure or this theme or this concept. And so that the fact that you went and did some research is exactly. I was like, okay, my mission is working, my plan is working. You guys,
Educate everybody one book at a time.
yeah. So awesome.
Yes. Wait, so we got to get into the tea about the Kickstarter itself. We're going to show you guys what it looks like, because if you haven't already, I need you to run and go cop that. Okay. Support the Kickstarter. We already know, like, everybody in this chat, your story lovers, your comic book lovers, you want to support Black creators, BIPOC creators. So this is your opportunity to put your money where your mouth is, and then that way you'll get to experience this epic story the way that we did, so we can all keep about it together. So yeah, we will definitely drop the link in the chat so that way you guys can access it from here, because we would love to see that number jump up a bit before we get out of here for the evening. But yeah, tell us a bit about what it was like preparing for the Kickstarter and setting it up, and what do you recommend for people, like in terms of the ideal tier, and what are some add-ons? Like, give us the rundown of the Kickstarter so people can go run and do that right now.
So Kickstarter is always exhausting. This is stressful. I've been so stressed the past while trying to push this Kickstarter. But we made the goal a couple of days ago, and it's been a process of trying to get a lot of different things together. For example, we have 4 different covers. David has cover A, and then we have Massimiliano Veltri, who did The Gentleman with me. Look at that, that's dope.
Hey.
Yeah, this is stunning.
Yeah, that artist draw good, and and we this is Massimiliano Veltri. He did The Gentleman with me, and right under him we have Antonello Costantino, who did cover C, and he did Marasa and Stronghold with me. And
I was gonna say, with this one, I cackled because in the story, I'm like, oh, we covered this up for the cover.
The way that we were like going back and forth about whether we're gonna share a screenshot of our conversation when we both started reading, like,
I want to see it.
Here.
Oh, great. It starts with the third leg.
Yeah, let me read that. Let me hear about it.
Yeah.
Here we have,
I sent the picture. I sent the picture to Brame, and I was like, the third leg, no other context.
Like, just like they said, hit us with the hammer, and then I found a really funny gif where this guy has a huge hammer. So yeah, we're like, oh, okay. Like we try to know a little something about our guests before we hop in. So I seen a snippet from another interview talking about an appendage, and I was like, wait a minute, okay. At least I got like some type of forewarning, and I heard the explanation about it, and I was like, you know what? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go into it with that. I really went, oh, penis. Wow.
Yeah, the way that not about to tell because I was like, she gonna say something. I'm gonna get a text. I just already know. But yeah, we digress. But I don't know about y'all, but I will be copying the David Brame cover because that's hot fire. Period.
This is.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the one right there.
Right.
But some things I would recommend in terms of the tiers if you are into comics and like the behind the scenes and making a comic book, the special edition will have the Jocelyn.
Y'all also said talking about
Oh
That
my
is
god!
exactly that is accurate.
Nah, but the special edition will have the script. We'll also have layouts and designs that David has done, as well as a couple of other behind the scenes little stuff. So people who love that behind the scenes stuff, or even want to see the way that I wrote the scripts before seeing the pencils, will get that for the special edition. And another tier that a lot of people seem to like that they've also been using it as an add-on was joining the Resistance, where you can pledge to become a character that will fight alongside John Henry in the final battle in Act 3. So you'll have some action. Oh, and I think David was like, yo, we should give them an option if they want to get themselves killed in a really cool way and stuff. And we're like, shit, yeah. Because I know I like to be killed when I was in a comic book. I was like, hell yeah. You know?
That sounds fun as fuck.
Yeah. So we have custom John Henry pop toy. As I said, the variant covers. We have pinups. We have a plush hammer as well. So we have a lot of really cool stuff. And also, David is doing commissions, whatever you want. So that's also stuff that you can pledge for.
That is
Yeah,
But
like
y'all
doing
pack
like
this.
like paintings for everybody. Like the book is done digitally, but like I'm like originally like a painter, so like this is like my chance to sort of like flex and do some small little
come on,
commissions for
lightweight
people.
flex. It's giving. What can he not do? Okay,
Right?
like what are we talking
Nothing.
about?
David
Love
does
So
everything.
like
I
actually. Oh my gosh.
almost
Need to
regular
step my
desktop.
cookies up because that sounds really freaking cool.
Right?
I want that. I want that. That's the tier for me.
Okay.
Period.
So, right.
That boy. What? I heard what you said. Yes.
All right.
Okay. So
So,
it's already reached the goal. Oh my bad. Keisha, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
I will say real quick. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mike Tony, but he is doing a pinup right now. So our stretch goal is if we can reach 15K, then everyone who's pledged a physical will be getting a free print from Mike Tony. I was gonna make an update. Literally right when I was about to write it, finish writing, and that's when David was like, "Dude, podcast." I'm like, "Shit, okay." So, like, all right.
period. Okay, that tracks. That's fair. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, you guys met the original goal, but what are the stretch goals looking like? So you already answered my question.
And okay. So I guess we have like what one or two more questions. I'll ask mine because this is based off of a disagreement. I'm not gonna say an argument. It's a disagreement that me and Bree have.
Because we
Right?
don't argue. We
No
love
one.
each
Right. All right. Knowing how pro-black it is, and knowing the intentionality between all of the African and Caribbean mythologies that you put in it, right? I also saw that the robots were very Greek. And my question to you: are these robots racially coded to be white?
Wait, so what was your stances? I'm curious.
Okay, I'm making this
Okay.
face because she always does this. You peep
No,
how she
yes.
no, she was like trying to frame the question. Let me preface this by saying this.
No
See if
idea what you're talking
that.
about.
And I love you for that because you're darling. And I mean, did it
Well,
before I
that's
could.
my
But basically, she was leading with all of that because she
yeah.
feels like
I think they're
they're
white.
coded white. And what I said was, given the way that they're speaking and that it's supposed to be in the future where these robots have taken over, I feel like it wouldn't make sense for them to be coded racially one way or another. They would be more of an amalgamation, because if if robots have decided, okay, we're far superior beings at this point, we're looking at ourselves as gods or whatever, they've already consumed every part of the human experience to them, and that would include like Black culture or Black vernacular. So to me, it wouldn't make sense for the robots to be coded one race or another. They would be an amalgamation of them.
But don't
So
white people do that anyway in today's society? They already like not. I'm not saying they digest our culture accurately, but they still digest our culture.
that would be the difference. A robot would be more efficient at being a culmination of cultures than a white person would. So they wouldn't be white coded, they would be culmination coded. So tell us
No,
who's
I
right.
think at the very least they uphold a level of white supremacy, because if they were an amalgamation, then I think the way they call each other, those dearest names like my dear Aphrodite and all of that, I think there would be some other influence of Black mythologies in there as well. But go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, tell us.
I love this debate because this is
Yeah,
exactly
this
what
is
I love.
great.
So you're both actually what? Right.
Okay,
Both,
we'll take
yeah.
that. That's the best
both.
thing
We'll
you
take
could have said.
that. Yeah.
So David, what were you gonna say?
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, they are. It is like it's more like Greek cosplay in a way. So like, in the same way that you know, some people aren't from a certain place, they're not from Japan, but they still eat with chopsticks and, like they love anime so much they pretend to be Japanese, in a way. So it is there's like coded pieces there. But for me visually, like if you look at Delta, I mean, to me that was like I was trying to code her as like a Cleopatra or like a black or an African looking robot. And I think if you do like a lot of like the you do the research on like Greece, it was like a confluence. It was a diaspora itself in the same way that Rome was a diaspora, in the same way that Persia and Mali and Egypt were all diaspora. They weren't just one culture. They were the biggest culture in the same way that maybe the United States or the UK was, or wherever, France or whoever was at the time that was like the biggest imperialist power. You once you collect that many different cultures, you become like a combination of like all those cultures. So like, that's what I was like trying to go for visually was like like you take the visual parts of Greece, but the you know like Greg was saying, and it's same for me is like I'm always trying to put black people in everywhere in everything. So like in some way I was still coding them as like black robots. You know what I'm saying? But like the cosplay, the visual aesthetics were still like Grecian. Um, but this is only the first act as well, so we have like lots of other places to like go visit and other little habitats to enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely all of that, and also look to the children too. Each child that Bolt has, they're of a different race, a different background, and there there's gonna be a little bit touched up on that, like I guess without spoiling too much, like where some of the kids come from,
Mhm.
and but you catching that Bolt is sort of Greek is that's actually going to be touched on a lot in Act Two. There's going to
Okay.
definitely be some aspects of it that explains why he takes to Greek um, culture, and you're going to see how that sort of he uses that to control what he has. And remember, Bolt is also just one particular robot, as David said. Like each robot has their own sort of thing. They're grabbing things. and even though they see themselves as superior, they're still taking a lot of human elements. So it's sort of like, yeah, it's an amalgamation of a whole bunch of things. It gets very complicated, it gets very messy, but the fact that like that debate was happening is exactly what I wanted as well. There is definitely aspects where I do sort of make it intentional for it to seem like it's white coded, especially with the supremacy and being over human beings and everything like that. But then you see that there are white people who are also part of the resistance who is trying to keep them down. So there's a whole bunch of things with that, but both of you guys are on the right track.
I'm glad you could back that up, Greg, because I was going to talk about you. You just said you're both right and left it at that. Yes. Oh my God. That was literally the best thing you could have said, because I just know if one of us had been right over the other one, y'all would have been sick of us by the end of this episode. But no, that's awesome. That gives us like more to look forward to in the story. Oh, that's one thing we didn't ask. So and then we'll let you guys go because we want to be respectful of your time. But the webcomic has been like getting released regularly. Is it further than the story that we're getting in the Kickstarter?
So no, we're actually sort of behind. Because there's sometimes my schedule would just overwhelm me and I would lose track of putting everything. And right now it's been paused while I focus on this Kickstarter. But I am hoping to see if we can get back on track. That way, people who have been patient on the Patreon, hopefully they can be rewarded for their patience and get at least the main gist of the story. But one thing that I have promised a lot of backers in my Patreon is they're getting a free copy since they've been providing support the whole time and they've practically been paying to be able to beat this weekly. So some of them have already pledged their own thing, even though I was like, y'all know y'all are already getting this, right? But they're like, I don't care. I just want to support anyway. So the ones who haven't pledged, they already know that they're getting a free copy of the book. But they'll be caught up regardless. But I think I want to give it a bit of a break after the end of Act 1. But I think David is amped up to get started on Act 2 already.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm trying to get to Act 3 so we can have people join that resistance. I'm like, we have like one backer who wants to have their dogs drawn in, and I really love dogs, so I'm like, yo, let's get there so I can start drawing these like cute ass animals. And
the dog stays alive, right? Because there's an author out there that I absolutely love, but she likes to like off dogs.
Oh no!
Please tell me she's
I'm not planning on killing no dogs. I love dogs.
Oh no! No, that's.
Oh my gosh!
Spoiler alert: the dogs survive.
Nobody survived. The dogs are gonna survive. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm glad that y'all have such cool tiers because I kind of want some David Brame like official painting, but then getting put in the story is mad cool because we didn't talk about them during this chat, but like the resistance group, they're a freaking fun looking crew of people, and I was immediately obsessed with those characters, and I was like, oh man, I would want to kick it with them. I want to be on like a motorcycle pulling up to help everybody. And they also had like hilarious side conversations about the strong situation as well, so I'm just like, I would want to be like written in with them somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna lie and say that girl with the curly hair is me until I can get my money up. But I'm gonna get some goggles and I'm gonna be her. But yes, all right. So we're at the point of the show where we want you guys to give us all of your shameless plugs about anything that you have going on, where everybody could find you, and where they could follow you and support you and what you're doing in the Kickstarter and outside of the Kickstarter. So how about you first, David?
Well, so I recently just got off of IG and FB. Like I'm kind of done with most of the social media. I still have a Blue Sky account, so find me on Blue Skies, Amazing David Brame, and I have a website I'm currently building that should be like ready to go at the end of this weekend. So you'll be able to find my little store and find just like some art there, portfolio, all that kind of stuff. And you can find my books, that are already out there. You can, if you haven't read Safe Passage yet, go pick that up. That just won a ALA award. Go pick up
Hey,
a go pick up Parable of Talents, which just came out. We're gonna be at the Savannah Book Festival. So if anybody's in Savannah, coming up in February, um, come see me, John, and Damien talk about Parable of Talents. And yeah, like go check that out and just Google me. There's like stuff
Period.
everywhere. Yeah, the
You said
amazing
Google
David
me.
Brame.
Period. Yes. Wait, are you going to be at SDCC?
Who,
Not gonna
me?
be in SDC. I just moved to Mexico like a couple weeks ago, or like a week ago. So like,
Of course
I'm
you did.
so I'm living in Mexico right now, doing the Mexico thing, and
Okay.
yeah, but next year.
I aspire to be you. Just traveling the world. Just fucking awesome, man.
It's like, yeah. In my mind, David is Afro Samurai. Just,
Right?
doing his thing.
100%,
How about
motherfucker.
you, Greg? Shameless plug. All of the things.
All the things. You can find me on Facebook, Greg A. Elyseé. You can find me on Twitter, Greg and Elyseé, which you see right there. Greg Day, DAE on IG. And fair warning, I tend to post a lot of what some people call thirst traps. I call them fitness progress photos, but call it whatever you want.
Tomato, avocado. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see some comic shit. You'll see some bicep flexing. You'll see a whole bunch of stuff. And
Don't
You
forget
can
the
do that
handle.
one more time.
Yeah. Do it again. I was washing my noodles.
and then I have what books do I have? I have, as we know, it's Titties Beyond. I have I'm working on getting his Nana Volume 3 done by next year, which will be collecting all the one shots that have been released the past couple of years, and get started on Volume 4 stuff as well. I have some books from True Fiction coming out soon. I have a Monkey King and his Nana crossover saga that's actually being worked on right now for Modern Mythology. Stronghold issue 4 should be coming out soon. And David and I just had released our new story in Young Men in Love, Volume 2. And we've been sort of
Is that with the
talking.
Wave Blue World?
Was that?
Is that with the Wave Blue World?
Yes.
Yeah.
And usually when people ask about my story, I say think of it as Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but with niggas. That's what
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, so we actually want to expand that into an ongoing series. So we're trying to work on that and talk to the editors and the publisher about it. They're down, but I guess we just need to find the time to do that. But yeah, a whole bunch of other books have coming out, but those are the main ones right now that are in my head.
David's looking at you like, find the time. I said I was born ready.
I don't know how this motherfucker do it, for real. I'm like, oh, like, can you slow down and while I write this damn script?
David said you got to stay ready so you don't got to get ready.
Mm.
Real. Yeah. While he's been working on this, I just finished like 2 books with John Jennings. So like,
Where was that during the shameless plug, David?
forgot about that. I
Well,
mean,
talk about it now.
Right, because you're on the Lion Man, right? Hold on, let me pull mine out.
Period.
seen that the new
I just
lineman, the
got mine.
amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
No, how does it look? I have not actually held it in my
I haven't-
hands. Like
Okay, so they have the original that's in. Oh,
She was literally kicking and screaming when it arrived. So she had
because
to
I've been obsessing over this
Yeah.
since what, December. Oh, this looks good.
Ooh,
It's looking
they
good.
got
It
money.
is.
Expensive.
Rosarian Publishing is awesome.
that, they really
Yeah.
do the best work. Yeah. Work
Period.
for Rosarian if you black or if you're not black but you want to make black comics, go talk to Bill Campbell. He's the guy.
Period.
This is my first time opening it since I got it. I like that the original is in here too. This is awesome.
Yes, Rachel, shiny. Ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna do y'all like we do everybody else. David, I'm gonna need you to lock down where you're gonna be living at so that you can actually sign our copies of the town.
Right?
I mean, like we be trying to be patient. Niggas can't get a hold of you. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this. All right, talked about this.
Yo,
I don't know why you laughing, Greg, because now you on the list too. Don't
At
send you
least
our
you know I'm in Brooklyn. At least you know I'm in Brooklyn.
Okay,
So,
yeah, we know where you're at. We're gonna talk about that later, but I expect to have mine's personalized with like a little Hello Kitty doodle or something.
He
Okay.
clearly has on his like IG. I do not draw. Please.
I don't care. That's how much I don't care. I don't. But thank you guys so
Okay,
much
what
for
you
coming through and sharing this time with us and letting us
Yes.
keep and talk about schlongs and titty meat and everything else. We would love to have you guys back whenever you have the time. Yeah. Is there anything you want to say before we let you guys go?
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
This was a lot of fun. This was so much fun.
Yeah. I love talking to y'all, and yeah, go pick up Hammer. I mean, you're gonna get to see lots of Hammer. So
You get to see lots of hammers. You get to see
Yeah.
Lots of it.
meaty hammers. Like it's, you know.
And the cheeks to match because that's important.
Yes.
Yes.
He is butt booty naked
Nobody
for
talked
quite some
about the
time.
cheek, but
Oh, I'm
those
talking
cheeks,
about
I spent a lot of time on those.
the cheeks that match and the beard connects. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all. I mean, what else do you need? What else do you need?
Oh
Feel me?
man.
That's great.
So yeah, really
that.
gonna help that, guys. But thank you guys for coming. We love you down.
Yes,
And
thank y'all.
yes, we'll definitely be
Everybody
having
give a round of applause.
Thank you guys so much.
Later. Oh, that was awesome.
all of the things. Okay,
Right?
we're like hitting y'all with the double whammy today because we got some of our favorite Black comic creators in the building. They've been kicking it backstage because we run our mouths and bitches are never on schedule yet. They stayed around for that because it's slumber party time. Chicka chicka, yeah, fake ID, down. Okay, we love these creators down. Okay, we love them
I love
down.
y'all so much.
Showing us love since the beginning of our journey. There are some of the creators who inspired us to like make this shit official and be our most authentic selves on Beyonce's internet. They come with the vibes for their shows all the time. They put us onto new indie creators. They put us onto so much, and they
had us on their show.
Right, they had us on their show, so it was only right that we run it back and have them join us. But they are some of the most authentic and lovable and hilarious people that you will ever encounter. So it's a tremendous honor to welcome Room Full of Blerds, Amy Montel.
What's going on, y'all?
I'm so sorry.
I don't want to squeal. Do it. I thought about it.
Good sir. You must squeal.
You must squeal.
Fine.
Come on,
Okay.
come on.
There we go. There we go. If she would have got, I didn't squeal because that's a requirement just about whenever we talk. What's going on, ladies?
How are you?
I miss y'all. We
Lord have mercy. If something cracks, I ain't got nothing to do with it, okay? I just got here.
The octave that was reached is otherworldly, but that's how you know that we love y'all down. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Same. We are good. Y'all are blowing the fuck up. Love what y'all are doing. The motions, the movement, the connections, the networking, everything y'all are doing is spot on, majestic. Fucking here for it.
I have told y'all behind the scenes, y'all are right. Y'all are doing it right. Y'all are right on time. No notes. No notes.
Stop it. No.
Girl, don't have me telling all my business asking y'all for advice. Pardon.
The notes are the magnificent crowns. They just hide them real well. You know, they got a teleprompter inside going, okay, say this. Okay, say this.
Please, y'all are dope as hell. No, we're not even gonna say that because y'all are dope as hell.
We're not. I don't even know why y'all. But that's how you know they real when they're like overly humble. Because listen, the way that we were just beyond when we got invited to be on y'all's show, and you guys have just continued to be that influence and that reference for us. So yeah, hearing that from you guys is very much high praise, and we love you down for it.
Yeah.
It's all her though. It's all her. I don't know what you're talking about. It's all her. That one right there. The New Yorker. The New Yorker over there. It's a New Yorker over there.
I be throwing it down for the ones and twos. Y'all know how I like to do
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Where the drinks at though? No, I'm fucking with y'all.
Listen, it's a slumber party.
Right? It is a slumber party.
However you want to get down. Okay. I was like, I wasn't gonna put my business out there, but I got my cup over here or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, here she goes with the damn bottle. Oh my God.
What do we have?
Time.
This evening's fuckery and shenanigans are brought to you by 400 Rabbits. Because every time I try to actually say the name the correct way, I say cojones, and that's not the way that you're supposed to say it.
I had to read it for a second. Like, does it say cojones? No.
That's
It's
correct.
not.
That's
It's
correct.
It's conejos.
Conejos means bunny. It's for 400 bunnies.
Conejos.
Bunnies.
In your mind.
And what's the proof on this?
You
Oh,
liquid.
this is mezcal. This is
Period.
mezcal. It's oh.
In other
It is a
words,
lot.
you see why her hair's gotten longer? It's because of that.
Period.
Yeah.
Give us a little shake.
Fusion of the
My
rabbit.
time is past, so I'm gonna pass.
I will flip this wig confidently.
Girl. Look, wait, no, hold on, time out, because I've been clocking that shit. I need to know where you getting yours from because I need a setup. Please, por favor. I'm tired. You know how long it takes me to do 2 days. It's 2 days.
And that's why I don't. That's why I'm not doing nothing. That's why it's getting cut up from wigs. I'm not touching my hair. I'm trying really hard not to cut it, and so that's why y'all don't see them.
Okay.
It's pretty, but it's pretty.
Y'all be prepared for the content that is dedicated to highlight the fact that Keisha's wearing a different wig every day we're at Comic-Con.
Every single day.
She was like, y'all
Every
will not
single
see
day.
my real hair.
I got a wig for every single day. Because
Lord
y'all
have
not gonna see
mercy.
shit.
Do I gotta put a tracker on your ass? It's like, I know she's here. She's somewhere. Hold on.
It's the girl with the big butt and big hair. That's gonna be me.
She can be standing by Hall Ladies talking about, I got a space to get in. I can get in. It's not the same woman.
I got program passes. What you talking about? I'm inside of all of this shit. Listen, the way that we're going to definitely have to keep track of her because she's already said that she's gonna wear her noise canceling headphones to like stay regulated. So we'll be calling her and she won't even hear us.
I got 2 sets of noise canceling headphones and my shades. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna hip y'all to how it all works. That way you will not be overwhelmed.
That is literally what
Okay.
we are here to do. We need all of the tea,
Yes.
all of the guidance, all of the wisdoms, all of the recommendations. And I don't know why you just pointing at him. We're literally gonna just like I don't know when you're gonna escape.
We're gonna
from
follow
us.
you around.
There's no escape. I feel sorry for y'all because I have traditions that y'all are gonna help me follow every
Oh,
year. I've been
okay.
going since 2006. I've only missed three
Period.
times. 3 times. 2009, 2010 when I moved from California back to Virginia, and 16 when my little sister got married. That was it. Every year I've been, and I'm more broken than the year before.
No, fact. Because it's hella expensive.
And we need that tea because literally every person that we tell, we're like, yeah, we're doing the programming for all of the days from the 23rd through the 27th, and we don't leave till the 28th. They're always like, oh. And I'm like, wait, what?
If you don't remember anything I tell you, pace.
Okay.
Pace yourself. It is impossible to do everything and not be overwhelmed. It is impossible.
Maybe. The way my FOMO is set up.
Did you
I don't have that kind of FOMO. I will stay my ass in the hotel.
No.
If I get to it, overwhelmed.
No, I will come out to Mission Valley. I'd be like, Bree, what's the hotel room number? I'll go out to Mission Valley and I will scoop your ass up. You ain't missing that. I don't give a damn. I will look like a firefighter carrying your ass out the building, looking like a rescuer. You. Sir,
He's not
what are you
lying.
doing?
I think
He will, if you don't answer the text, if you don't answer the phone call, if he doesn't come himself, he's sending somebody to get you. These are pure facts. Where is she? What's she doing? How come she's not here already? You all right? You sure? You told me he was gonna be here. I don't understand why you ain't called me so.
I have friends.
BlerdCon.
You did not.
BlerdCon. Where you at? You okay?
It's
Kara
very
said,
true.
speaking from experience. I'm not making this up.
But you know what? She learned her lesson because if she didn't listen to my text, he would have missed out on Janelle Monáe. And I mean that out of love though, because y'all gonna put my friends on. I'm gonna put my friends on.
Period. Say that. Okay.
I'm doing it for the sake of the brand.
so. That means we listen to Navy at all times.
Yeah.
Just
Wait.
smile and nod.
I will do it for my
That's all you
brand.
gotta
I'll
do.
do it for my fam all the time.
Whose man's is this? Because we weren't even talking about grit.
Oh no, we was talking about this tonight. Oh no, this was going to be a conversation because we need to have
Well, let's go on and
What
get
you
it out of the
mean?
way.
What you
Why?
mean like grainy ice cream? Hot grainy ice cream? That's what you trying to eat first thing in the morning?
Can I ask a question?
I've never had it explained as hot grainy ice cream. I usually call it farina, cream of wheat. But yeah, hot grainy ice cream is also accurate.
Let me say this. The way that I make my grits, okay, I lived in Texas for too long. Ain't nothing grainy about my grits. Let's just get that out the way.
It's
Okay.
smooth as a baby's behind. Huh?
I love you. There's a grain in the grit. I'm not saying it's hard. I'm just saying texture wise, you can taste the grit no matter where you. That's why they call it that. Is grits.
Oh my god.
It's literally in the name. Literally in the name.
Another thing we're not about to
This
do
is why we leave her in New
about
York.
this,
Okay.
and we're only going to allow so much time for this topic. But I'm going to tell y'all one more time. I am a Cali girl, true and true, all the way through. Okay. Now I got some Southern flavor from living in Texas for a bit. I went to college in Atlanta for a bit, but I'm gonna be a Cali girl till the day that I die. We're back here now. That's how we do. I was raised to put butter and sugar on my grits, and my cream of wheat, on my rice. Yep, I said it.
Wow, it got dark in New York. What the hell? Is it blackout?
I said it.
What other worldly? What? What is going on? What is going on?
Oh,
That's your friend. Wait, no, you come back. You come back. That's your friend.
Cameras off.
That's
All
your
of us
friend.
can turn your cameras off because one
Pizza
thing
too. Oh Lord.
Beyonce's internet
You
will
put
always
sugar in rice?
about me is that I stand on my business 10 toes down. I'm not switching up. I'm not changing nothing up because y'all want to act weird.
What
That
did I
is
just
how I
miss?
was raised to enjoy my meal. Yeah, that's a thing.
What did I just miss?
The
The
fact
diet-
that I never judge people for how they enjoy their food. Okay?
That is a lie.
I'm not.
I won't put rice on your. I won't put sugar on
I'm.
your rice or on your grits. But you gonna mind your business as it pertains to my plate. All
I
right.
can't let you live with
I'm a
lies.
side eye your plate. I'm just letting you know.
Or does
I'm a
Auntie
side
Tab
eye.
say that's my business? That's my business. Yeah.
That's all right. I don't like chocolate or hot
Nice,
sauce, so
though.
we're okay.
See,
I'm sorry.
I don't like chocolate either. I don't like chocolate either.
hot sauce.
I think
is
it smells weird and it tastes weird.
How y'all
Okay,
gonna
right?
come for me and my
Right.
blandness because I like sugar on my grits and you don't like hot sauce?
No, it's the chocolate that got me because I'm sitting there going, wait, what? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna
No,
let you
I don't
live,
like
but I'm gonna let you
chocolate.
live, right? But
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you live. I'm gonna let you live. I'm gonna let
I'm
you live.
See, and
I
see
run
the
into
way
more people who
this
don't
is
like
the-
chocolate lately.
this is the difference,
hell?
Davey. The way that I look at it is like,
We out here.
you don't like chocolate, so that means when we go places and they give us free chocolate, I'm gonna get yours.
Yo,
'Cause you
are.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what happens. I give my chocolate to the family.
Hand it
Oh,
over to me.
absolutely. You want me
Yeah,
to get you
yeah.
more?
Go ahead. Yeah.
See, that sucks. Because
Absolutely do that.
I had a place to take y'all in San Diego, but we can't because half of y'all don't like chocolate. So.
Wait a minute. Why is the
Wait,
chat
why you so
attacking
low?
me?
Huh?
Wait, I couldn't hear you. Hot granny ice cream. Yes, that's what comes in.
Jocelyn,
what it
do
is.
not feed into this. Jocelyn.
Nasty.
Bama,
Wait, I'm sorry, Navy, are you part of the sugar grits?
No.
He's
But
a
see
good
how
man.
you be
He's a
respectful.
good man, Savannah. He
It would
know what
He'll
to
be
do.
respectful.
No, sugar and how dare you? You put it in cream of wheat if you don't like people. What the hell?
Not every starch.
The
I
hell
know
you
she put it in her
say?
pasta sauce. You be
The
putting it in your
hell?
meat sauce too, don't you?
I don't put it in my pasta, but I do put it in my rice. I think this was a
Oh,
trick
good.
from my mom to make sure that we ate our vegetables and stuff. To like,
No, see.
Okay,
a
so
good
I
one
will
was-
say that back in the day, I used to put sugar, like I used to have sugar in my vegetables, but that was only to train me into eating vegetables. It was a whole thing.
so
I was
see,
younger though. I don't do it
I grew
anymore.
up on the
the way that
savory
I'm
side
one
of
of those,
food.
it's always
I
interesting
don't
to
believe.
me because my son is on the spectrum, so he's like, I'm gonna eat all of the one thing until it's gone, and then I'm gonna move on to the next thing. I was always raised, you get a little bit of everything on your fork, and it makes like a whole thing.
But
So
I eat like your
Mini
son
meals.
too.
sugar on my rice with the like
I eat
savory
everything separate too.
was
Yeah,
gonna
I eat like that too.
make it so that the vegetables was just like whatever. I didn't care. I was always eating all my vegetables because the bite as a whole was fire. And I just
Oh.
never stopped doing it, guys.
I'm a collective mini meal on a fork too. I like that. I claim free chocolate. Yeah, baby, nah. Only chocolate I like is in my men. I don't like it nowhere else.
Period. Say that.
Agreed. Agreed. Agreed.
Thank you, Dwayne. We listen and we
I
don't
can't
judge.
even close my camera. I'm just have to make a face.
Maybe I thought you had my back. Thank you. There you go. So
Look,
when
okay, no. Okay, once again, it's not something I do currently. It's not something I've done in the last 15 years. It was something I did to trick myself to eat vegetables.
Care the fuck.
Okay, I was very young when I did it.
Kira, Kilala, don't do it. Kilala,
I'm just doing some math.
Kilala,
right now?
put your hand down. Put the
Yeah, I started doing that when I was like what, 18?
Kilala, put the hand down. Step away from the calculator.
I don't do it now. That's the thing. I don't do it now. Dang, you act like I put sugar in my grits.
I was waiting for that to come out. I was waiting. It's like she's not going to disappoint me.
You are better than Bree. I'll let you have that. You are better than Bree.
Lord have mercy.
She can have it because I'm gonna put sugar on my grits.
But you know what? So I can't take
Only
that to my
time-
favorite
The
spot.
only time I don't put sugar on my grits is if I'm having like shrimp and grits and it has like a gravy or a remoulade sauce. Then you leave it be. But if the grits are standing on business on their own as like a side accompaniment, I'm putting sugar and butter in it.
Why do I
care.
feel like she's gonna just flip? She's gonna fold in half just
Because it don't make sense.
Stop
Because it don't make
making
sense.
to you. You're trying to make
No,
sense to you.
no. It don't. Chat. Help.
Don't listen because you got Bama in there. That boy don't make sense for shit. No.
I'm gonna say put cheese on the
Cheese
vegetables.
on the vegetables?
Yeah. If it's like broccoli or something, I could see that. I see this is part of the thing. Like I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
learned to let
No,
vegetable
like a
flavors
stir-fry
be whatever
blend,
they're
you
gonna
know.
be
I'm gonna
because
say
everything has its flavor place.
I'm gonna say this: a little Parmesan on some roasted cauliflower, a little garlic butter.
Yeah.
That'll do it for your life. That'll save your life. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Now, American cheese, that is the devil. Can't do it. Not on anybody's vegetables or anybody's sandwich. That is the devil. It is not
Nope.
supposed to exist. It is not for me.
Actually,
I'm and bougie.
Wait, do you have children?
No.
I was about to say, slice
That is
American
fine.
cheese on a grilled
I
cheese
understand.
We
sandwich.
have learned that
Yeah.
the child cheese has its place and the adult cheeses have their place.
And that is fine. Because I loved me some American cheese before I could figure out how to cook with
But
some
that-
cheddar.
But see, that kind of sucks because I'm an adult child, so I'm the best of both.
Love
worlds.
that for you, Navy. Also, I feel like
I-
American cheese makes a peak grilled cheese sandwich.
It does. It melts perfectly.
It's
So does
different.
Havarti. Havarti and
That's a nutty-ish. Isn't that a nutty
No, it's
type
like a
of
creamy.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
is. Okay.
Now, Havarti cream cheese with jalapeno coupled with American cheese and a little bit of cheddar is the best grilled cheese sandwich you ever had in your life.
I will respectfully disagree.
All of the cheeses. I'm like
I will
that
respectfully
shit.
disagree.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all one of my favorite grilled sandwiches.
And of course, we don't see her face anymore.
I know. No, that was an accident. Okay. So it's peanut butter and jelly sandwich with bacon. It's one of
Yes,
the best.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
One of the
ma'am.
best sandwiches I've ever had.
But
Okay.
have you had a peanut butter and jelly grilled cheese?
Girl,
The
you just hit
cheese
my
that-
diabetes, and I'm
Cheese
not
that you
diabetic.
use, the cheese that you use for a peanut butter and jelly grilled cheese is cream cheese.
Sweetheart, how you hit my
Kira
diabetes?
has left the
Not-
chat.
I'm not diabetic, and you just hit my diabetes. I am type 2 now because of that. What the
Listen.
hell? Yo, my life has changed now. No gallbladder
What?
and diabetes.
your-
What the hell?
Did your cravings like follow you beyond the pregnancy? Like, what is going on?
Oh
This-
shit!
It's weird. It's weird. Yes, right to jail. Right to jail.
Well, as a great man once said,
Like, oh, you know what? Maybe it's one of those things you have to try.
Mhm.
Like,
no,
y'all aren't
or like a
open-minded.
great man once said, I will send you to Jesus.
Whatever.
Oh wait.
That is kind of like a cheesecake, peanut butter and jelly.
Jocelyn said, I can't follow where you're going.
that is the road for the strong,
I-
those with strong constitutions.
See, I can't tell if that's good or not because, and I
I'm sorry.
say that terribly as a New Yorker
Why you
who
listening? Say it with your chest, Keisha.
No, baby, you got to
I've never had cheesecake before. I always thought the concept was very weird. And this is someone who loved going to juniors.
See,
That's
so
as a
you
kid.
That's because you haven't had
can't
the right.
Really?
You haven't
the
had the
peanut
right
butter and
cheesecake.
jelly grilled cheese because you've never had that flavor profile. If you
And I
never,
didn't say anything about it. I haven't said anything about that particular one. Because I don't know. But yeah, I've never had cheesecake before because as a kid, it didn't make sense to have a cake with cheese in it. It didn't make sense.
You were thinking American cheese.
Yeah. Like as
Okay.
a kid, yeah. And I just never moved past it. So yeah,
That is-
I know it's
that is-
different
That's
too.
a safe thought. That
You
is a
ain't missed
safe
much.
thought.
You ain't missed much. Trust me, you ain't missed much. You good.
I love cheesecake. Y'all are wild.
GUDT, you good.
I don't.
Someone said that they'll try it. Bama said, "I'll eat a Monte Cristo and actually bad." Okay, sure.
I think it means not bad, not actually bad.
Okay, there we
Bama,
go.
take the H out of Monte Cristo. You just made my whole
Mine's
English
open to
language go
PB and J
crazy.
with bacon.
It's delicious.
Yeah,
It's
And
delicious.
I don't like peanut butter. Sorry.
You don't like
Sorry.
peanut
That's
butter?
fine. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Pardon.
I understood that
I'm
one.
going to stare at you. Okay, you don't like chocolate. You don't like peanut butter. So if I attack you with a Reese's, you're gonna fall
I
out.
will
right?
die. I will actively vomit. I will vomit immediately.
I will
It
toss
is
the
not
Reese's
even
at you
such
like
a
a
good
discus into
flavor
my.
combo, though.
Get away from me, Sadie.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jocelyn
no, run
said,
away.
"See, I gotta bring my cheesecake brownies back to BlerdCon so y'all can try it." Jocelyn, are you going to be at San Diego Comic Con? Because I'm gonna need that.
If Jocelyn's gonna be there, we're meeting up. That's all there is. That's all there
Period.
is to it.
Yeah.
My friend.
Real B&J, we remixing
what is this
Struggle
child's
Classic.
name?
Yes, Safari. That's
Yeah.
exactly. We're making
You want to
it.
know it's another struggle classic that I love that my family absolutely hates, and because of that, I haven't had it in years. Okay.
No,
What is
Tafari,
it?
what did you say?
A bologna, egg, and cheese sandwich.
That is
I love
not a
that.
struggle sandwich. That is an acquired taste
That
for
is in
those
fact-
that are in the field. Okay, that's an acquired taste. That is
That
fine.
is in fact a struggle
Kira,
sandwich.
that message is
And
that
y'all
message
only
from
like it
Tafari
now
is for you.
because it brings back nostalgia. But bologna, my good friend, absolutely the fuck not. If y'all still out here grown as hell, making your own money and having fried bologna sandwiches, I'm just gonna pray for you to want better for yourself.
Can I
But there-
introduce like maybe an elevated bologna egg and
Don't
cheese?
elevate.
There is a higher quality.
Wait.
How about a little prosciutto?
Okay, then
Little
it's not
prosciutto.
the same thing if you're switching the meat.
I'm
Then
trying
This is true.
to reach you where you are. I'm trying to help.
where
Don't try to meet it, because you know
far as
what?
possible away from
There's
bologna.
different types of bologna, as long as it's not like Oscar Mayer.
Oh well, now wait.
I
Then
tell
what's the
you
point of
that
doing the
Oscar
sandwich?
All of his homies have
Because
ruined
there's a
it.
higher quality one. I want to
Whatever
try it just once.
Don't hold back. Tell
I
us how
could've-
you really feel. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Bologna gives me nightmares. That's right.
Bologna.
That's how.
Wow.
That's how.
Bologna.
I don't think Jocelyn is going to be at San Diego.
Bologna sounds like it might
Wow.
be cute. It might be tasty, but bologna sounds just like how.
You make it sound like it looked like that blobfish.
Just
It
read the
does.
menu. Let me
It
get a
does.
bologna and chessie sandwich. Bologna and chessie? You mean bologna and cheese? Yeah.
Chessie?
No. I said
She said-
bologna.
Yeah.
If y'all come to BlerdCon,
Ain't no
Bree?
if.
Oh, we will. We have our
Bree?
tickets already.
They said they coming. They been said they coming.
Yeah, we got our tickets months ago. We got
God, Jocelyn, this is the one fucking year I don't fucking go. You show your ass. God damn it. Anyway, y'all, Bree, I need to introduce you to my friend Nerdy Stoner Pod. He be whipping that shit up, and it's infused with some happy joints. I'm letting you know right now. Tis truth. Y'all need to talk because I need to have a meal and a little bit of dessert. I'm just he real good. He happy. Anyway,
I'm gonna need you to breathe, okay? Good
no,
Lord.
I love food. I can't help it.
That's
Except for what you be talking
Yeah,
about.
we
That
get
shit.
it.
But off of that, that's everything else cool.
You can't be a hater all your life. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, there's
I got
another
it.
bologna that I saw. I gotta find the name, but there is one. It's a higher quality than Oscar.
Don't worry, Jocelyn.
But
I'll
yeah,
see you.
I haven't had it. I just saw it in the grocery store. I want to try it at least once as an adult to see if it's just something I liked as a kid.
You can report back because I won't be eating that.
Tafara, you wouldn't have enjoyed it the way that I enjoyed it. So yeah, no, you wasn't getting none. No. So sorry, so sad.
Wait, Bama's making their own podcast. Period.
Is he gonna open with boobs?
Probably.
Boom.
No, it's
Now we're
Starship
all up in
Bama.
your chat talking about boobs.
No, I mean like you know,
No,
below to
boobs.
everybody's.
But that's
Yeah.
Ham's word, so he can't just not say it anymore because they're gonna be asking, say boo, say boo. So yeah,
I think
part
at
of it.
least he got to wait at least 5 minutes for YouTube because I think he'll get blocked if he doesn't give that little bit of a buffer zone. So he got to wait at least 5 minutes before he says something.
Give it 10 minutes and then you can say whatever you
Is
want.
that
trust
what's
me.
happening?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You gotta give it 10
You're
minutes.
setting us up for failure because if you pop in on our intro talking about boobs and we acknowledge it, are we getting blocked? Are you conspiring against us?
If you've seen Blerd's Eye View, you wonder why we don't see him say boobs until later and why the intro is long enough that everybody's introduced before he pops in and he says boobs. It's about 10 minutes in, so we're good. Okay.
Why didn't you tell us this?
We didn't know
We're good because our intro is about 5 minutes.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, we do run it up a little bit before we start.
Yeah.
Lord have
That's fine. I guess we'll let you make it.
Thank you. Love you. Kiss, kiss.
Yeah. All
I
right.
swear. Oh my
Back
God.
to the matter at hand.
Yes.
We're so grateful to have con-going veterans with us, so you can share all of your tidbits and tips. Now, one thing that we have been noticing, I so love all of those little things.
I know I love them too.
Oh my gosh. I have a standard PC. Leave me the alone, okay?
Oh, I love the
God.
hearties, the hearties.
If it's gonna happen, oh, mine just be doing it.
Oh,
See, I don't have that. See, what I have is a modified background. See, the chaos is gone.
Okay.
you got your phone pose.
If you ever look at my previous one,
Oh wait,
you see the
Mine
background.
isn't doing it. Mine isn't doing it.
You should have you're on your Mac, right?
Yeah.
You gotta give it permissions.
yeah. You got to tell it. I want you to make the funny things. With
Yeah.
I want you to make me happy.
Eh. But yes.
It's not important. Do it in
Come
post.
on, baby. I want you to make me happy. Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on.
That voice
Yeah.
takes it to a whole nother level, Navy.
Of
That's
course
crazy.
it does. Of course it does. That's what it's all. Come on, baby. Make me happy. Come on.
Oh my gosh, that
Tell
is
me what you
crazy.
got. Come on.
I
do
will
something.
say when I'm watching
Yeah.
you guys, when you're doing your like live readings, y'all's voices send me every time. Somebody
good.
needs to be dropping a bag, paying you for your skills because I
We-
always have a quality
We
good time.
trying, Lord knows we are trying, and we are. And the funny thing about Kira and I is we talk about this a lot. And the number one thing I always talk about is me continuing to find my range. And
Yeah.
she has talked about that too because she has a massive range too. But it's always trying to find that trademark sound
Yeah.
that when you hear that, you know who it belongs to.
Yeah.
And you know, that's why I always do the old man voice because I've been practicing it for so long that I'm good at it. So high or low range, people are like, "Oh, he's an old man." That's right, you little shit. Get away from me. I hope all of your toes are knuckles when you take off your shoes.
I don't know. I don't have one actually. I think I try to have my sultry voice where I speak to everybody just like this.
That's
And it's
yours.
lovely.
Yeah.
And maybe
Oh, okay,
I'll
we got
get
the
photo from my
Mid-Atlantic.
boyfriend.
I think I would notice your voice anytime you do, like when you guys are reading Bitterroot and we saw the little animals, you do the. I'm like, that is Pete. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Sound
those were
effect?
real, she would
Sorry.
have one. I'm telling you, those are
I
real,
would
she have
fucking
one.
absolutely goddamn have one immediately. I'd get in trouble for hoarding. Why do you have so many of these little fuckers running around the house? They're leaving little candy corn bombs on the floor all over the goddamn place. Why does
I
your apartment
feel
smell
like-
like popcorn?
You would have one, and it would have like the little cape that Grogu wears on.
Mm.
Like,
It would also have the left arm will be all mechanical.
Oh no! Why would it be all broke scripted.
Okay, if you
What
look,
one?
remember when you looked at all of the ones that he had, none of them were pure. There was
Yeah.
some sort of modification to all of them, but
That
they
is-
were
oh
still,
yeah, one with the eyeball that wasn't
Yeah.
that with the red light.
yeah,
thing.
there was one
That's
that had,
right.
it was like a cyborg type eye, and the other one
Yeah.
had a mechanical leg, and the other had a mechanical arm. I'm sitting there going, these little niggas must be mad.
They would have to be security around the house. That's the only reason I could keep them. They have to perform some kind of like duty for me to
And they
have
all
them.
got black names too. It's like, yo, Dante.
Levante,
What up, Trayvon?
Aquarius.
I can't.
Get your ass down there.
I mean, it is bitterroot, so just saying.
I love
They all
that.
gotta have black names. Just saying.
They
Oh my
are
God.
adorable.
But we appreciate that. Actually, doing the voices while we read the comics was Kara's idea, and I thought it was a great idea because again, you don't see too many people read the comics through and draw your audience in by being the characters. Everyone's like, "Hi, this is great. Let me tell you about this review of this comic." And shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Why you dry? Why you dry? You don't? Do you?
You sound like a sneeze right now. Get away from me! And that's what I love about Roomful of Blerds, because we will do things outside the box.
Yeah.
And that is a lot that a lot of people don't realize, because sometimes the most obvious thing is the thing that's missed the most.
Yeah.
And when we do Black Cotton.
Black Cotton.
So we read Black Cotton and we talked to Patrick and oh my gosh, why am I drawing blanks today? Patrick and
Is it David?
no.
Oh
it's
my
not.
God! Well, no, no, we gonna fix this shit right now.
Oh,
no
that-
way,
anyway,
goddamn it.
when she finds the name, when we got the chance to chat with them about it, they really loved the fact that we were bringing out each of the individual characters.
Yeah.
And especially because
It is David F. Walker.
There
Okay,
you go.
so it's David and the other guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only because Kara's gonna like, wait, hold on, we need to get this motherfucking name straight.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking no, that's Bitterroot. I'm sorry, I'm not thinking of Black Cotton. I just looked up Bitterroot for no goddamn reason because it heard me say Bitterroot. Goddamn it.
I was like,
DMX.
Brian Hawkins.
Thank you.
Mufasa. Anyway, and when they came on, well, I was excited because I got the chance to meet them at Atlantic Comic Con last year, and I ain't gonna lie, I gushed because this comic was a book that not only did I embrace, but I understood and appreciated. And when they came on, they threw nothing but praise on us. But for what?
Because y'all are great.
yeah, rightfully so.
The praise goes to
Yeah.
y'all.
They're go ahead, baby. I'm
No,
sorry.
ladies first, please. By all means.
But baby. No, they are some of the most, I'm gonna say this, everybody in the independent comic community are some of the best writers that I have come across.
Mm-hmm.
For Brian and for Patrick, there is this tether with them that is unreal. Like the genuine love, the energy that they give. I met Patrick at BlerdCon this year, and it was like tenfold meeting him in person. I need them to win more often. I need them to win more often because they got, what is it? Patrick's mind is spitting out shit like every millisecond. You can feel him thinking up new stories and new ideas. For them to come on and be that genuine and to spend that much time with us and be authentic with us is it really, I was in a way. It helped keep my energy going to find more creatives and to find more people that are like that. I love them. By the way, Patrick, I got your package and I appreciate my reflective cover for Remember. It's a foil. It's a foil.
No, I'm sorry. Because of earlier conversations, everything sounds sexual. So I've been trying really hard.
And packages and schlongs are very much in the forefront of my mind.
Yeah, and something Navy just said. I've been like trying to keep my face straight and be appropriate. So
Mhm.
Nah,
just
fuck that.
letting you
I'm
know.
almost 60 years old. Fuck being appropriate.
Who said
Yeah, no,
that?
he
This is
ain't got
brown
nothing.
chicken, brown cow, the pink Riot edition, ladies and gentlemen. We gonna squeal it like it is, okay? If it's squeal, something better come out, and I don't mean gravy. Okay, let's go.
We
And the
get
thing, you get to hang out with me in San Diego. Sorry.
Nick, you still have that NDA, Navy?
What, nigga don't ask? Absolutely.
Yeah, correct.
I sure as hell do. I sure as hell do. And I'm working on that t-shirt design too.
Finally.
Do it.
He was like, yeah, nigga don't ask. If you don't want to know the answer, don't answer the question.
Oh. Okay, intrusive thought. I need to work on some merch. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, but y'all, if y'all want some merch, I got it. I just gotta find it.
We gotta fix our merch. Because we had an issue with ours.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, like our samples came back.
And they were not the quality that we wanted people to be.
Yeah.
I will still wear it. Why? Because it's pink and it's a riot. I will still wear that motherfucker. I still wear it. You know why? Okay, see, you gonna make me sit up. Here we go. All right, ladies.
Oh, here come Reverend. Put on the church choir.
Ladies, I will hurt you. I will hurt you.
Oh, don't throw me with a good time.
Ladies, you know what? Let me break this down. Too long have we seen this area of media talking about comics being dominated by men. Drives me up the fucking wall. Why? Because they only go by opinion, but they don't go by passion. They want to speak on what the story is on the surface, but you don't go below it. People like y'all, entities like y'all, who take the story and say, let's open the basement door and see what's below the surface. And y'all do that. And you don't do it because you're trying to get attention or trying to get that fame. You're doing it because you feel it and you believe in it and you love the story and you want to talk about it. That's conversation that we don't see anymore because everybody's trying to be surface level. I'm going to get this call because I'm going to talk about Superman. Man, fuck you. How about that? How about that? Okay? How about that? You know, you talking about the comics? No. Then why are you talking about the movie? You stupid shit. But I digress. Sorry, old man, jump on the side.
Love that phrase. No, you're fine.
You and Casually Comics are the two Afrocentric Blerd Queen run outlets that I will listen to because you genuinely love comics and you take that deep dive and you go into a history and most importantly you talk about how the story affects you and the creators and how much hard work they put in, how much attention they should have. Y'all do that, so thank you for that. Do not ever dismiss what you've done. Do not ever think for a second that y'all have not had an impact because this lady that I'm honored to work next to speaks your praises every single day.
Everywhere.
So
everywhere. To the point where I'm like, well, shit, bitches, wait. Wait a minute. Oh, shit, what the fuck? No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. No, y'all, I truly admire y'all. Truly admire y'all. Y'all are doing it the right way. Y'all got your shit together. I don't care what happens behind the scenes. I don't care. Y'all have your shit together. Stay focused. Get this money. Get
with the SCHM, that's money.
Oh wait, shit.
Money.
You okay? You okay?
I shook something out. I gotta put it back in.
Oh Lord, it was a escape attempt. It was
girl, you don't know about this.
Oh Lord, they tried to get away. They saw the light and ran. Oh Lord, what are we coming
not
to?
The jailbreak mid-episode.
I mean, that's also those will get views too. I mean, everybody's got to find their path. You know what I mean?
I heard a thud. I don't know what it was, but it sounded organic. Oh my goodness.
That's behind the paywall. Y'all want to see what happens sometimes? We get too excited. Boop, paywall. Y'all got to get
We said that if we were ever gonna be on OnlyFans, everybody would have to mind their business while we go flip some pages with our toes and sniff omnibuses.
Yeah.
I think
Just mind your business. Just trying to make money.
For that.
That's what was it, the 1990? I don't know how much. I ain't never been on OnlyFans. So say money business.
it'll be pink right
1999.
after
That's
dark,
at least
ladies and gentlemen.
1999.
Forget the sleepover. It'll be pink right after dark, ladies and gentlemen.
Or
The
Red
moment you've all waited for.
or Red Rocket After Dark, one of the two. Anyway, I have a question.
Okay.
Can we I don't know if y'all have any plans to talk about this, and I don't want to ruin them, so please by all means tell me or keep it short. Can we talk about the world to come? Can we discuss?
I haven't read mine.
See,
Here's the thing.
see,
Keisha has decided that she's
I'm not reading it.
Bet.
she's
Okay.
gonna wait.
And the way that I feel,
I am collecting it. I will be continuing to read it, but I have not picked up my pulls for this week yet.
oh, that's okay.
I picked up
I know.
mine. I have number
I
one.
saw your video though, and that made me go, oh. So I was right.
Now,
Not
Talk about
entirely. Stop. Because we did read the back matter from issue 1, so we knew there was some degree of it. There was aspects of how that he is technically the son and was put in that position that don't align with what people thought. But again, I don't want to have this knockdown drag out until I've read it for myself. But what I will say is I very much would love to have you on when we do talk about it.
because we need to talk. We need to talk. I still feel like there's more to come. I don't want to read it. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not as curious as I was before, and I wasn't that curious before.
It's
But
right
this is going in directions that
Here's the
I don't
problem.
know. I'll say it again. I don't know who Mr. Priest is writing this for. I don't. I truly do not know who
very
he's
much
writing this
giving shock and awe, cautionary tale. That's what I've been saying from issue 1.
for. Yes.
No, it's giving what if Miles Morales was Thor kind of vibe.
Underbus.
Yeah,
like
Joshua said it.
Omnibus.
It's called an omnibusy. It's an omnibus.
We're saying omnibusy because we don't
Yeah.
know what it's called, but we're book sniffers around here. And I was explaining to Keisha
You see that look?
either of you have an omnibus on hand that you can
No,
sniff.
it's got to be thicker than that.
Gotta be
It's
thicker than
got to
that.
be like an actual like omnibus.
The scent hits different. Now we don't discriminate against what type of book to sniff. All I will
The fact
say,
that they're going to check. I love this.
I love that they're with
I
it.
love this.
But sniffing an omnibus is a different, I think, and I was trying to explain to Keisha, I think part of it is you've like dropped a small bag if you purchased an omnibus at full price. So maybe part of it is my mind psyching me out. But if you bust that omnibusy wide open and give it a good old whiff.
How does it smell?
Okay, see, that's a regular book.
Oh, you want comic.
Yes, comic.
I apologize. I do not. I live in a New York City apartment. That is not. That is not the life I lead. I'm going to let you know right now. Do I aspire? Of course. Mother would love to be in a different tax bracket. However,
I think you can sniff your parables book though, because the same like type of ink is on those pages, so you'll get an idea.
I have my
it's a little
omnibus,
old world-ish.
Yeah, it's
Saga,
like that
but I think
type
I
of
misplaced it.
paper and the type of ink that they use for it. It just hits different. So yes, omnibusy.
I have Saga, but I can't remember where I put it.
Okay. See, yeah.
You must try it. You must try it.
Now you guys both have homework. At some point, we need to see a video of y'all sniffing some omnibusy, and you got to tag us.
But I do love how you just like did a line on the top of the book. 10 out of 10. Great.
Would recommend. Yes. Tis my crack. Tis
Thank
my
you,
crack.
Jocelyn. We like to think it's an incredible time.
Okay, it's not an omnibus, but I'll do it.
Oh, there it is. Ooh,
Now,
Junji
let's
Ito.
go out and sniff the
Mm.
crack.
Junji, I did that last night, but I digress. What graphic novels
We
on my
need one
coffee
of those
table?
sounds that's like, oh shit. But yes,
My graphic novels on my coffee table.
A man of culture, yes. Sorry.
Yes. Inside the book is so many instructions of how
oh my
this
god.
can be.
Okay.
welcome
now
to the fray, baby. You didn't
yourself-
do it.
In the right place.
Says, I just joined the live and the first thing I see is omnibusy. LOL.
Yeah.
Well, now you know what you're getting yourself into. We are unapologetic book sniffers around here. And
Indeed.
we spread the gospel to the masses. So
I thought you were gonna say spread the
pride.
cheek.
I would.
Yes. I
I will tell
encourage
you-
you all to spread book cheeks at every opportunity you get.
Let's just say when I looked at my old books and I opened them up, especially my my Steve Ditko's and
The humble flex.
oh yes, and it's just something about the pages. The minute you be right there, it's just
Love
it's
smelling
it takes you
Steve.
back. The Jack Kirby's, the Steve Ditko's, the John Burns. Oh my gosh, it's like yo.
You love smelling all of these men. It's amazing.
Yes, indeed. I will sniff them. I will sniff them. I will sniff. It's like, is that Jack? Oh yeah. That's 73. Yeah, that's 73.
That's the good shit.
Good time.
Can I test out a new word?
Mm.
Phrase?
Okay.
Fictional positivity? Fictional sexual positivity? Fictional positivity. I don't know. It needs a little work.
Put it on a shirt.
It needs a little work, but I get the concept.
Yeah.
It's like sapiosexual, but
Correct.
specifically for
Yeah.
Correct. That is what that's the energy I'm trying to convey. However, it may need to
Intellectual. No.
I say put it on a shirt and see what happens.
Listen,
If it creates conversation.
That's what in IG, Jana writes comics. She said the merch idea is a call. Actually, yes. So we do have merch that says omnibusy. We are trying very hard to get that ready by the weekend.
omnibusy, and we have another one that says bust that omnibusy wide open.
Bust out omnibusy wide open. And then we have Blerdy Baddies.
Blerdy Baddies.
No, I want the omnibusy open for San Diego. I want people to look at me and go, well, young man, what are you speaking on? Open the book, granddad.
That was the goal. That was the goal. But we were like, oh, we don't want people to buy it and get the subpar quality shirt. So we were trying
now,
to
but you know how you spin that? You say, listen, look, if you really love me, you buy it twice. You buy it twice. You want one for walking around the house, when you ain't got company. And then the other for when you're going out. But if you really love me, you buy both.
I mean, Keisha did put a lot of work into setting up our Printify shop, and we posted everything so that people could purchase.
Yeah.
But then we got the samples. We were like, oh, we got to take this down.
You know what?
It's not a bad shirt. It's just not the best quality shirt.
No.
Yeah.
I had a
Honestly,
you know what? Let me
put it up and then just
why not, right?
And let people know that we'll come out with the premium versions of it once we figure it out.
Right.
Let us know in the chat if you would really just want to have the shirt to support us, and then
I want to have the shirt to support you.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Please. I don't care what the shirt feel like. I want people to read. I want people to read what's on my shirt.
Yeah, we were looking forward to having some shock and awe from people at SDCC asking us.
You still can.
I think you should. I think that is a wise investment. I mean, the advertising by itself is gonna pay for them shirts alone, boo boo. Don't nobody care about the quality.
Yeah, but like to get them here in time is gonna be really hard because it took them a while to ship it. Unless we get it shipped to the hotel. Okay, so
You can do that. You can.
here's the thing. Here it is. Hold on. Because this was very quick because I didn't delete the whole thing.
Yay.
In the chat.
People in the chat are saying that they will
In the
support
chat.
that they want the shirt.
There goes the store.
That's the store, guys.
Store.
Put it up. Put them on the glass.
Okay.
What are you doing? Just do it. Put that
You said on the glass. You know what? I like that. Okay, so sorry. Oh, that's the wrong one. My bad.
Ooh, ooh.
Right? My bad. Y'all didn't see nothing. Mind your damn
I
business.
see what you're talking about. Look away. Avert your eyes.
Avert your eyes.
Okay, I'm looking at it. I like all of it.
I don't understand why are y'all making this hard?
Well,
Pause.
because we had a whole conversation. Oh my God. We had a whole conversation about like texture and material because that's a big thing for
Yeah.
Keisha. If the shirt feels weird, she's immediately turned off.
Keisha?
And we felt like,
I'll take
okay,
a
we
large
made
and gray.
What?
please.
I have a thing about it. Okay, so
Ooh.
right now we got the 3 t-shirts up.
I'll take the
Yeah.
omnibussy in gray.
Flirty Baddies.
with the
medium,
at
please.
at the top.
Yeah, the carrot.
We have the Bust That Omnibussy. Wide open.
Ma'am, if y'all don't stop hoeing yourself, if y'all don't get your ass on that corner and make that goddamn money. Right the fuck now.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all gonna piss.
Thank
better
you.
get on that corner. You
And
better
I'm
put
saying,
that
this
shit out there.
I'm saying this behind the caption. You can't even see my face, but you can hear my face. There you go. Now you see my face.
If y'all don't get your ass out there and make that shit shake,
The actual
Oh my
hair.
gosh.
And
Why
the
y'all
thing.
telling us to slang it on the corner?
I'm just listen. Look, and don't nobody care what it look like. They care. They just want it. Don't clearly.
Put it
If-
like this. I've been getting hammered by this young lady to get my shirts out for the longest time. The problem is actually redoing the design. Talk about you.
No, you said getting hammered, and I immediately was
Keisha's mind is in the gutter.
in the gutter. And it's taking a lot to not say it.
Brown chicken, brown cow, the pink Riot edition, ladies and gentlemen.
Get her done.
If it's get her done. If it's nasty and inappropriate, it belongs here. Thank you for coming. Pause.
Oh my gosh.
No. Finish.
We don't edge over here.
Oh my
Yo, hey, yo.
You guys, I love that Keisha just letting this thing fly
Yo,
this
We
episode.
want to make sure everything comes out okay. There we go.
I like it a little messy.
And spread it around, if you will.
Where's the apple juice and the wet wipes?
Oh,
Sorry.
that is hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Hi, y'all.
And to think you
We
get half of us in San Diego.
We not in our house. We get to cut up outside. We gonna cut up tonight.
Oh, is that what this is? Oh my
So
They let
god.
us outside.
So I'm really
She said
curious.
it's not living on my page.
Lord, I'm really curious. I seriously want to know. So, what questions do y'all have about San Diego? Because I've been thinking about this all day.
Yes. So we oh my gosh. Yes. So we are
Pause. Sorry, my bad.
apple juice and wet wipe. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot.
Apple
There's a
wipes and wet juice. There we
There's
go.
a lot
So
being
keep it-
said and not said right now, and I love that for us.
If you know, you know.
Our main thing was okay, seriously though, what we have been coming across. So we had like a whole Pink Riot meeting, shameless plug. We have these meetings weekly, And if you're in one of the top tiers of our Patreon, you get invited to join us for these meetings from time to time. So just throwing that out there. But we're having our usual Pink Riot meeting, and we're like, okay, we're going to set our itinerary. Keisha is very much a spreadsheet, make it organized, make it make so I can know everything ahead of time, girly. I am not, but I love her. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. We're looking through all of the listed programming on the San Diego Comic-Con site, and we're going like, I mean,
what
I
the
guess.
fuck?
And then Keisha found some other cool resources that show like other events and meetups and stuff that are happening around. And we found some, but the majority of what we've been finding that we actually are like, oh, we have to go to that, we found from creators posting about what they're doing on their own like social media platforms. And so it's like, it's our first San Diego Comic-Con, so I want to assume that someone somewhere does this properly already, but it seems like there should be a like programming database, or at least a list of like the Afro
of everything
shit happening at the con, so we can look there first.
Okay, so the first thing I will tell anyone is, one, download the app. If you haven't downloaded the app, do that. The app has all of the updated information on the programming, including gaming, autograph sessions, meetups, the whole 9 yards. That is what's been scheduled through San Comic-Con International. So download that app, because this bad boy lives rent-free on my phone and on my iPad. The second thing is it also helps you set up schedule. So you can actually favorite it, and it will give you alerts roughly 30 minutes before your panel that you're interested in. So that way you'll know where to go, because here's the reality. That convention center is fucking huge. It's humongous, but it's cylindrical. So that means if you're coming from the east side of it to the west side, you're going to have to allot yourself some time to walk from room 6 all the way to room 27. So make sure that you plan it in a way that you can comfortably leave one panel room and walk and get to the other panel room.
Now, this I'm familiar with because I do music festivals a lot. Like, I just attended my 8th Coachella, and it's the same vibes. I mean, that's how I felt when you're talking about all your cons, buddy. It's the same.
Oh, you know what? I can't even, you know what? Hold on.
You gotta flex your experience a little bit so that people know.
I can't do what Kira does. I'll do this. How about that?
But it's the same type of vibes though. Like we get, but it's less chaotic because you get your lineup and it shows like, okay, the difference with that is it's smaller scale because there's only like 6 to 8 stages depending on which music festival you're at. And you have times, and at best you have 1 or 2 overlapping. But with the music festival, if I want to see one artist, I know, okay, usually they're going to play their hits as like their last songs. So I'll be like, okay, I'll catch the front end of this artist and then leave early and run across the polo fields to get to this stage so I could catch the end of this person's set because I know they're going to play their bangers last. It's like not even close to that with this. We literally were like looking stuff up. Like both of us are very like bookish outside of comics, and a lot of what we really want to see is authors so we can get like signed book plates. We both had our little session of crying in the car about the fact that we wouldn't be able to bring our books that we own to get them signed because they don't allow it's in the con, and we're not trying to have to pay.
They don't allow what in the
just
like those carts. So and
well, you may not be able to bring everything with you, but bring those select ones that you know would have the most meaning.
So what we decided on was buying like sticky address labels and letting them sign on that or whatever so we can put it in our book, just like a book plate. And then Keisha made these beautiful journals.
I have my books. I made this specifically to take to cons to have them sign and doodle. And
you got mine, right? You got one for me, right?
Oh, you want one? Yeah, I can make one. What do you want?
Milestone. It's all gotta
Mine
be
is-
milestone characters.
Mine
on
is
the front.
Storm. She made one for me, and it's Storm.
You know what? Yeah. So this one is Breeze. It's Storm.
That's beautiful.
Wait a minute. Okay, pause.
And then-
Wait.
Hold
And then
on,
hold on. I have a couple more.
No. First of all,
So I have
now,
an extra Storm one that I didn't finish.
so that's mine.
You gotta come to San Diego to
That's
get it
mine.
though. But you gotta come to San Diego. to
I
get it.
have a bigger one. This is for a kid that
That's awesome.
so Fabulous Magazine. If you guys know her, Rosa Sparks, she's on the Midnight Mystics, which everybody needs to go. So this is for her daughter Shuri, because her daughter loves Moon Girl. So I
That
have to
is
send this out
gorgeous.
to her. I have another Moon Girl one that I have to finish. Hold on.
Wait, no.
And
then-
wait,
Yo,
no, for serious. Wait
I
a
have
minute.
a
Wait a
static
minute.
one.
Wait a minute. Girl,
What?
chat. Please tell her the fucking gold mine this bitch got in her hands.
We don't
in the store.
Chat, please confirm it because I've already told her about this.
Yeah.
Y'all-
Are you high?
Okay, one thing that I was gonna bring this up in another way, but shout out to Kira for already knowing. My on this day on Facebook, because it shows you your Instagram stuff now, was one of our first comic book live flyers. So the official show has been a little over 6 months, but we've been doing this for a year now. And if you go to those very first lives that we did, because they're still up on the page, you'll see me telling Keisha that she needs to open up commissions because she makes those journals and
Mhm.
does whole short boxes like that.
Keisha, I'ma whoop your ass when I see you. You better put that shit up. Put it up.
I
Put it
told
up.
her,
I will
What's
say
wrong
this.
with you?
I will say this. I like Keisha. I want to see her do good. But baby, you have a gift that could make this world smile.
Yeah.
I want to see you do more. I want to see. So here's what I will do. Here's what I will do.
Can I give you my money? Like, what are we doing?
I've never. Okay, so here's the. I've never done it for money. I've always done it for free, and
yes,
I
mine
just
was one
like
of the first gifts she's ever sent.
giving
Like,
them
oh,
away.
Okay. Then
They've
how
always
about
just been gifts.
then how about I barter this?
Mm.
Create one for me, whichever way you want. When we get to San Diego, I got you covered.
You better not fix your mouth to say nothing but yes.
I got
You
you
better
covered.
not say nothing but yes. You bet.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. It could be
Did we
food.
need those?
It could be anything in the exhibit hall. If I know someone that you may want to meet, I'll be like, come on, just go ahead and meet them. Come on. Because I have friends in the industry that are going to be there. It's a reunion for me.
Man,
I know Frank's going to be there.
I
Laura's
guess
gonna be
another okay. So another reason I don't is because these are from comic books. Like I'm like, this is another artist stuff that I'm, making a collage of. So I'm like, what's
But
the
you're still a craft. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. So she
why are
did
you
the
talking yourself out of it? I don't understand.
Okay.
she did
This
the
is my
notebooks.
big Moon Girl one.
She did the notebooks a little more chill because I will say that my
Thank you, Tashi. Thank you.
the short box that she made for me, it was like it's very clearly a lot of work because it's a lot of like
I prefer
she
doing the short
a lot of
boxes.
comics. That's another thing too. She sources all of these comics. So like my short box, it's got Storm, it's got Vixen, it's got Moon Girl, it's got Sojourner. It's like all these Black women heroes because she just made a compilation of all my favorite characters. So like
So-
the notebooks are more simple because she did like full panels and stuff like that.
So
But she gets intricate with it. So I was trying to tell her it's
I
like
am it.
a recreation at that point. You're not stealing other people's art because you're making it your own by making it a
Correct.
fun collage.
So with that being said, I look forward to having one of your creations in my hand when I meet with you and Bree in San
I'm-
Diego. and I will use it to the fullest extent.
Say that, Jocelyn. Girl, if you don't let these people love you correctly and help you,
I'm sorry. I love the Mandalorian way. I'm a whoop your ass to teach you a lesson. Because I love you that much, I'm gonna show you how good you need to fight. But I don't understand this. This makes no sense. It don't make no sense.
Now, what I will say in her defense is she said she didn't want to open in commissions and get overwhelmed. And so I was like, so you set a limit of how many items you're going to do per quarter. And once you've met that quota, stop.
That's
because,
yeah. I say 10 because you can do 5 notebooks and you can do 10 5 short boxes.
Or you can do 3 notebooks and 2 short boxes.
Whatever combination.
Yeah. No, I feel like I can do a little more than that. No. Hear me out. It's because things have changed. Yeah, things have changed for my household, so I can do a little more.
But you can't test the waters and
see. I'll do it. I'll open it after Comic-Con. After.
But here's my ask for you. Here's my ask. I want you to test yourself with the minimum, which is I just threw out 10 because it's a number, it's round, it's divisible by a lot. If you do 10, see how you feel, see what your return on investment is, figure all of that stuff out. Is it worth the amount of stress and pressure for the amount of money that you are going to charge and the time it takes and what that time takes away from something else? Because you are going to have to sacrifice something in order to do those boxes. 10.
I like that idea of creating it prior. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I will
too. That it would be less if the person placing the order sourced their own comics and sent them to her.
Yeah,
like it costs more.
Yeah, you said that.
The comics to make it.
And for the one that I'm getting from you, I'll take you to my favorite restaurant. That way, I am paying for that, and that way you are fed, and you are giving me something I can take around the floor, because they make amazing autograph books, especially going through Artist Alley and going to the other creators. They're perfect. The personalization of these books draws attention.
Yeah.
So you're creating something magical, baby, magical with a K, magical.
I have never seen that, either that level of quality or that idea anywhere else. Maybe it exists. I don't give a shit. She did it first. I'm gonna say that.
We're speaking here of his passion.
Saying that they're gonna start gathering their comics for their commission. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've been.
She said, and remind people that this is a labor of love that takes time.
If they rush it, they're not worth the time.
Put on your best Badu. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
If they rush you, they're not worth it. They're not your target audience.
Lead with that. Like the turnaround time for these customized pieces is, and then give yourself a week extra than what you think it will take.
Correct.
That way nobody's breathing down your back.
And don't feel guilty for being behind on some shit. Don't take over more than what you can.
Okay, y'all are overwhelming.
I've seen how much it costs for you to ship my box to me. So you let them know off rip, like shipping is this much. Or want me to do it flat, it's this much, but you're going to have to put it together and the potential for creasing is different if you order it flat. Because I tell you, the sticker shock that I seen when I seen how much she paid for postage to send me my box all the way, because essentially
it's ridiculous. So
put it in a bigger box to send it to me, so it's already put together.
Which is why I'm going to buy your dessert.
Stay like that, but I will tell you, she sent that to me in 2020, and it's still pristine because of how she did it.
Okay, so
I've been testing putting a light coating of resin on top of it, so like it could like hold better.
Okay, so the only thing that I'm hearing is this costs $100. That's all I'm hearing.
Easily.
Yes. So everybody get your coins If you don't want to buy a shirt, buy a box. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this properly. Let's run.
But no, the first time I sent it was expensive. There was another box I sent that I was able to send much cheaper.
Oh, I guess you could send it as media mail.
That's how I sent it.
Okay,
that's how I sent it.
She sent it to me priority because
Yeah, because I wanted it to get it to you in time for your birthday.
I mean, priorities were correct. Priorities were set and made well. Good decisions.
Period. Chalet Vibe said, I said 150, but either way, let's go. 150 is more realistic, especially if you think that the price includes shipping.
Yeah.
Actually, it should be 175 because Starbucks ain't cheap.
I also have the posters. Oh, I haven't showed y'all the posters. I have giant.
Girl.
Okay, damn.
For real, God damn.
So that nobody sees your booty when you go walk off to go get it.
Hey.
Wait a minute. It's after 10 p.m. She might be all right.
Okay, let's be very clear. I'm gonna be very honest since we brought it up. I get on here like it's the pandemic, so I'm gonna have to cut the camera off because
got no panties on. She ain't got no panties on.
That's all I got on.
She makes it.
She's over here double cheeked up on a Thursday.
I don't get to see anything. All right. I don't get to see anything. All I get is tapioca and Lawrence Welk. What the hell?
Share alike, Navy. Share alike.
Oh my god.
I get to share shit. It's fine. Okay.
Wait.
But
Go
make
ahead.
sure.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Make sure you guys.
So this is the bigger piece.
Hold on, let me see. Oh,
what are we doing? Wait, what's going on?
Trying to make it. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the bigger piece. I think it's like 4x3, and this is the oldest one I have. This is the oldest one I have. This is, I think, the first one I made. No, this is not the first one I made. This is like the second one I made. So yeah.
That's amazing.
Keisha, middle name, last name. What are we doing? What are we doing with our last names?
Not first name, last name.
Middle name, last name.
Yeah. So, we have a podcast, clearly. But, yes, just to explain what's on here, this is my art, or it's a collage that I made a few years back.
A poster-size collage that she's also framed.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's like, I'm going to say a 3 by 2.5 feet. I don't know, but it's big. This is the biggest one. I have 2 other ones in the house that are smaller than this one. And it has all of my family's favorite comics on here. So we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shuri, Avatar, Miles, Daredevil.
Bree, I'm gonna need you to get the pimp hand working. Okay?
I've been saying this for a year.
You not saying it the right way. I don't know.
I'm a gentle lover. I know if try to turn
my bad.
You gotta
keep avoidance mechanism will kick in, and she'll never do it if I try to tell her what to do.
I'm gonna let you know you gotta have a little bit of a curve to it because the knuckle, you gotta protect the knuckles, but they gotta protect.
I know y'all not talking about how to hit me.
I can't do that because I love her dearly, and I also don't want to break a nail.
Fair. Well, I don't know. Send her something in the mail. I don't know. Some kind of like
responds better to positive reinforcement, which I think the chat has successfully done.
Yes.
Because we talked about this last time. She was like, yeah, "You're right. I could do it," and then it went by the wayside.
You can't be nice. Keisha, I mean this with the utmost fucking respect. Please do not think that I'm actually serious. You can't be nice to these hoes. You have to tell them the way it fucking is. You can't be nice. No. Get your ass out. Get your ass.
Wait till I see you.
This feels like my childhood. I will start working.
Wait till you see me next week. It's a wrap. Okay. Wait till you see me next week.
People in the chat are saying that your art is amazing, and that
And
is
art, she draws shit for a living. She makes the art. If she's telling you, that is a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. I don't understand. My head hurts. It does hurt. There's a little blood vessel. I felt something shift. I'm just saying.
Tachi said that they're not going to let you forget. So
No,
Here,
don't
I
come
need-
to BlerdCon
Kira.
without something. You better have something.
Here,
You better have something when I see you.
Kira,
Damn, sir.
I will.
Yes, sir.
I will.
I'm
the word of the day is aneurysm. We don't want that.
Kira said, I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving with something.
Okay, so you all heard it.
Pray,
She said
pray,
clear
pray.
What
Beyonce's
word?
Oh,
not
I
doing
do have bookmarks.
Yes,
Wait,
maybe.
I did the bookmark. I gave them to. I gave the last of them to Dwayne and Sheena for the giveaway.
They won the giveaway.
But I make like once a year. I make a giant batch of bookmarks.
Yeah.
Kira, I'm sorry.
And another part of the gift that also huge apologies to those two winners, because you haven't even received my half of the surprises, but I have a good reason, because I decided that I should take the Unknown Comics exclusives to SDCC and try to get them signed for y'all.
Yes,
And that will make it worth the wait.
yes. I'm taking my blank Captain America, and
Yeah.
I'm going to have them sketch the cover.
Excuse me. I
Yes,
know
Kara.
I've been very combative, and I'd like to apologize right now
I'm
because I
just
just
ready to
remembered.
whoop all of our ass.
I just remembered something. I'm so sorry. I need something. I need something from Big Daddy George Lucas. I just need something.
Oh my gosh, girl.
I don't know. I just want one thing. I don't care what it is. It could be a hair follicle. It don't. I just need
Girl,
something.
Girl, we would have better luck punching the Cheeto in office right now rather than get to that man. That man's gonna have 3 layers of security around him.
I mean, but you could add. I mean, just to ask would be just bring me like a jar of air from the room that he gonna be in, and I'll be happy. I'm gonna say, look, I got George Lucas air in this jar, and it's I'll put it on my shelf up there. I got look my shelf is full of shit. It'll go right up there above the Harry Potter wands in between
Lord have mercy.
the Mandalorian.
You know what? I'm gonna do that for the plot, just to see how people look at me by like getting a jar and just like sealing it. What are you doing?
I can send you this. I'll send you this with a cap, and you just bring it back.
To you, amazing ladies, when I see you, you're each getting your own sticker.
Cute.
You're working your own sticker. And I still have some left of the only ribbon I've ever had done. So you can attach these to your badge.
What is that?
Bring closer.
Yeah.
Hey.
Blerd.
So y'all are official Blurdicorns before, but now you get to wear me like, what's a Blurdicorn? Nigga, you don't need to know.
I love
You're not part of the club. You're on the outside of the club.
That
So
makes me
I'm-
so happy.
So if I may, I would like to go back to what I was originally going to ask y'all.
Okay.
I'll answer your question before. Download the app. The app will actually help you keep up with any programming. It tells you everything. It will also update in case someone cancels or if something is added onto it. So you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I didn't hear about. Just go to the app. The people in charge of it are really on point because the same people that created this did the one for DragonCon. And DragonCon is spot on, one of the best out there. Have not missed anything. When do y'all arrive?
Wednesday morning.
Or late.
Yeah, we'll get late, like 11:30. And
Okay, this will be fine. So I will be coming in on Tuesday, and I'm going down to the convention center Tuesday to get my badge. So I will already be taken care of. So I will walk y'all through. The shuttle bus from your hotel will pull you right in front of the convention center, so you don't have to worry about crossing the street, but the streets can be blocked off anyway. even for Westboro Baptist Church. Oh, you're all going to go to hell. That's what your mom said.
Wait, that's out there?
No, it's not out there, but they show up.
Oh.
And they get summarily ignored. It's the funniest thing in the world because they'll sit there with their megaphones and we just walk by and like, bitch, and just keep going.
I'm gonna shake my petticoats at them.
Oh, the cosplayers have a time with them, boy. They don't know what to do.
Navy,
ma'am,
is the internet good inside of the hall? Because I find whenever I go to NYC,
it's not.
Okay.
It's not, yeah.
So
We already looked at. You can't even go live. It's against the rules to do any of that.
So
you can go live, but the problem is that people who go live tend to take up too much space. So they don't encourage it. If you do, you do it outside the exhibit hall.
Yeah, it can't be during programming.
Oh yeah.
If there is a panel that involves showing a screen or they're doing a trailer or exclusive footage, can't record because they will summarily boot you out. I've seen someone. I saw a guy pull up his phone as they were showing footage from an upcoming project. All I saw was the light get pushed up and get summarily moved to the door. And I knew he didn't carry himself. I'm like, going, nigga, okay, this is Space Ghost up in here. Okay. Download the app. Definitely take a look at the map so you'll know what's where. So it's going to be easier. Rooms from 1 to 6 are going to be on the east end. Rooms from 10 to 31 are going to be on the west end. Hall H is on that side too. So when you look outside, you see the long ass line. Yeah, it's Hall H. They camp out the night before.
Do you get booted out of after each event at Hall H, or can you camp?
You can camp.
So that's a piece of strategy that y'all might want to think about. I know whenever I go to a con, I have to make a decision. All right, how much am I willing to sacrifice to have a front row seat at the thing that I actually want to see at this con?
That's how I was up close for Beyonce and Meg Thee Stallion at Coachella. I was sitting there for like 3 sets before their sets.
These are life decisions.
That's because you cared.
Yeah.
That's because you cared. Good for you. Yeah, you cared. Yeah. So that day,
the app will help with that.
It will, and also when I go in with y'all to get your registration, we'll walk the convention center because Wednesday is only preview night, so the exhibit hall is going to be open for about 3 hours. So while everybody's in there going, ooh, this is shiny and everything, you got 4 days. Look at all that shit. You're perfectly fine.
We're mapping our shit out.
Yeah. Map it out so that way you'll know where the escalators are, how to get from one room to the other. Ballroom 20, Hall H, room 6. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So this is all fine and wonderful. My question is that I plan on throwing my ass in a circle somewhere.
Okay.
Just once.
Okay.
I just need a moment. Where?
Yeah. Where can I go to throw petticoats?
Believe it or not,
show an ankle.
There are. Now, what's great is that the parties go on almost every day of the con. Now, a lot of these parties are going to be invitation only, but you do have some spots that are open. The key thing is to keep your ears open as you're walking the gas lamp. If you go to SDCC blog, they will give you the inside track on parties and concerts, so you can go and get the link for the tickets if you're interested. I would definitely do that. I'm not a party person because it's not what I'm here for. But if ass circling is what you want to do, then I would definitely
6
recommend.
months.
Just a
It's
little
been a while.
you know.
Yeah, I need to prove that all this working out, my knees work. Yeah.
You want
For the culture. Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
tap in every once in a while. You have to make sure you make if your ankles shake, everything else is in alignment for the twerkage. Are y'all planning to go to Blerd? Do you know of Blerd and Bougie? I can't imagine you don't.
We know of Blerd and Bougie,
We know
but
of it.
have not received an invite for that.
Yeah, Blerd. You know what? We know who to reach out to make that happen, and we can make it happen if possible.
All people gotta do is ask.
Yep.
I mean,
Blerd and Bougie.
Him. I don't know nobody in California at all. I
But
don't
we
know.
know somebody that's going to be there.
That is factuals. Yeah.
We know somebody too, and they gave us a very small maybe. So
Is it the same person we know?
I think so.
Probably.
It should be. Make sure you got your cute shit in your luggage at all times. Just make sure. Because if you
Absolutely.
can't wear it there, you can wear it someplace else.
I can't.
Oh, and get ready for some spectacular ass cosplay. Let me tell you, they wild the fuck out at this con.
Does Kitty Pie Sensei goes there, right?
Yes.
I think so.
He goes there. Kara Please pops up there. Sunflower Samurai is going to be there. Toasted Marshmallow is going to be there. Fantastic Frankie's going to be there. Zeno Robinson is going to be there. A lot of people are going to be there. A lot of them. It's a reunion for me. It's a reunion because I get to see all these folks again. I hung out with Zeno and Frankie last year. And it was incredible. They found me. They just like, yo, Uncle Turtle, going, nigga, how y'all tracking me?
Oh, you know what? I just thought about that. Y'all might be able to hook up with who's it? Cheyenne the Greek?
Yeah,
Cheyenne the Greek.
Yeah, Cheyenne's
And talk to her about comic shop.
on her itinerary.
Yeah.
Cheyenne's got a panel that I will be attending. She's actually she's on the Black panel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
She's doing
trying to see that trailer
That's the one
for the comic shop. Yeah.
I'm hoping I hope she sends. I want that trailer. I want that react.
Right.
Where she was asking people to react, we definitely raised our hands for that one.
She has come so far since starting with Pretty Brown and Nerdy. I still keep up with all three of them. They're incredible. But her, she has been trailblazing and busting her ass. I'm really, really proud of her.
Period. And see, like that's another reason why we felt like we need to go to those type of things because we're like trying to link up with the community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There are at least seven or 8 Afrocentric panels that I know, and I'll be attending 6 of them.
Is that par for the course at San Diego? Because I feel like that has not been a thing for them.
It's increasing every year.
Yeah.
There's actually about 15 Afrocentric panels, but I'm only able to attend 6 of them.
Yeah.
The reason why is because I got other things overlapping.
They're not labeled as that, but
correct
based on who is at the panel.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what that. Yeah.
And my friend Dr. Lawana Richmond, she is in charge of the Afro Futuristic Lounge. So I'll definitely be attending that. So I'll be like, hey, we got Big Rivals to come. Hey. She'll be like, hey. So we're going to do a lot of hey.
You see this look on Keisha's face? She definitely has that on our itinerary as well.
Y'all gonna have a fucking blast, man. Y'all gonna have a good time.
The vibe of that con is undeniable. Undeniable. There's nothing like it. I'm taking you to my favorite deli because if you want food and you just want to get it and go, it's perfect. And it's inexpensive. It's great. I've been eating there for years. It is the perfect spot.
Yay. Keisha will tell you I've been getting on her nerves because I've been sending her every restaurant in San Diego that comes across my feed that looks amazing.
I
You have a lot of phenomenal ones in the gas lamp. So literally 2 blocks up from the convention center, that whole 4 block radius, nothing but fantastic restaurants.
Period.
One of them was like a list of all Black-owned restaurants, and one of them had like some serious soul food, and I was like, that's high up on my list. Another one had like a seafood boil, and I was like, I don't know if Keisha's about that life, but I'm trying to.
What do you mean? Yo.
Not Sugar Grits trying to call you out. Wait a minute.
Yo, her whole face just gave it away.
People either love seafood or they don't. And then like in terms of like a boil,
No.
people are like, oh, I'm not trying to do this, whatever.
For my birthday, growing up, all I got was an aluminum pan full of crab legs and baked clams.
Period.
I love seafood above nearly everything else.
Okay, so we can definitely rock with that. See, like I lived in Texas for too long, and so we include crawfish in that too. So I'm about that.
Oh, yeah.
All of it.
I'm gonna say to introduce y'all to some real carne asada fries too. Yeah.
Tacos is my favorite. Tacos and ice cream are my favorite things.
Okay, wait. We got it. All right. I'm gonna see if I can get my money together.
To implode over here, y'all.
I don't want to go. I'm gonna see if I can get my money to go next year because now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that,
but that's the only con I can afford to go to if I go to that con. Okay. I'm gonna let you know right now.
Yeah, I will tell you in advance. For these ladies, since they bought their badges, they can go to do returning registration when it becomes available.
We didn't buy our badges.
Oh, we didn't buy them.
Oh, you didn't?
We're programming. We have
that's even better. She got the inside track. However, for Kira, if you want to buy your badge, they will do open registration in November.
Yeah.
And you can also volunteer.
Oh no, absolutely not.
We have already purposed it in our hearts that we are applying to do our own panels for next year. So obviously there's a room full of Blerds link panel that needs to be a thing.
I was gonna say because you could definitely get in with the pink rag.
I am very close to doing one for BlerdCon. I'm very close to doing one for BlerdCon.
Your own panel for BlerdCon?
Yes, sir.
I get to attend your panel.
You mean you get to be on the panel for Blerd? What you mean attend?
That part. Wow.
You gotta work.
You got to work. You got to work. You got to come in here too.
I tend to forget. People like put me on their panel. I don't know why.
No, Negro, you've been working with me for 2 years. What you mean? What is? No, if you want to leave me alone, just say that. Just say you want to leave me.
Wow.
It's fine. We've been together for this long. I don't understand why we've had such a beautiful relationship.
The parents are fighting again.
I don't like it.
I thought
we don't like it.
It's because you're on my combo.
You need to put the drink down, Mom.
Mom, step away from the cup. Step away from the cup, my dear. Please step up. No.
The father time voice sends me every time.
My goal is to one day do a panel at San Diego. I think at that point, I can say that I've hit a pinnacle.
If you don't apply for next year,
I was gonna say you need to hop on this Delulu train with us, my friend, because it's been working out.
You already right, like just your name in the Blerd community speaks volumes. Good sir, if you do not fill out the damn application.
Oh, okay.
You have enough time worth of programming for sure.
You've been going for almost a decade?
Actually longer.
So why are we having this? Do I need to come to your house too?
Okay,
like, what are we doing?
Before y'all yell at me, let me break this down to you.
Ooh.
As much as I would enjoy being on a panel at San Diego Comic-Con, the most fun I have is being amongst my people, being able to connect with them, Because a lot of people don't realize a lot of the people that I know that I admire, I got to walk up to them on the floor and talk to them.
Navy, I love you. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say this.
but 1 hour of your entire trip, that's all.
You could definitely do both.
Who
Good
said
sir.
that you is trapped in your room for the 4 days that you there?
Right.
Ain't nobody said it. Ain't nobody
Pause.
said it.
Pause. First of all, anyone's trapped in my room, they're going to come away writing a book. That's all I have to say about that.
And it'll be instructional.
It'll be illustrated, ladies and gentlemen.
There's your panel.
I love
that.
Right?
I'm so glad I stay on the Navy base. That way, when I go on the base, nobody can come after me. This is great.
A mess. A whole mess.
But you need to have a panel. Like
I will.
Yeah.
I will one day. I hope and pray that one day someone will look at
Next
me.
year.
Next year.
You know what? And we're going
Next
to
year.
manifest it because I've already been asked to do 3 panels at Dragon Con. First time ever. So I'm
Period.
going to be on 3 panels at Dragon Con, which I'm really excited for.
What are the panels? Don't you need Pink Riot on one of them?
Actually,
Need us to record anything?
y'all are threatening him with a good time. He'll make it happen.
Facts. Actually, yeah, let me talk to the person that talked to me. Because having y'all, especially the comic, ooh, Mufasa. Okay, we can make something happen here. We can make something happen here. Okay.
Yes. This is what we mean by being Delulu. That's literally how
Right, right. That's how we ended up at Comic-Con.
But see, that's not the Lulu if you manifest it. That's not being. It's not the Lulu if you manifest it.
You're being active with your dreaming. Active dreaming.
The Delulu piece is like our way of reminding ourselves to take the limits off of what we're asking for to. So we jokingly say that, but
I'm gonna say my delusion is everyone else's self-confidence. So, there we go. I know that sounds bad, but like that's how it's been. And I don't look at me crazy because look, it's been working all year. So
okay, that's
it
fine.
works.
Whatever works.
It's Peachy King. It is not a problem. Peachy King. Okay, hunky dory. Ding dong. There we go. All right.
I love that.
But we're going to celebrate that weekend too, because this is the first time, if I'm not mistaken, that you two will be meeting in person.
Yeah.
Wait, stop it.
Yes, they have been running this and have never met physically.
From opposite coasts.
We're on two coasts. I'm in Massachusetts.
I thought y'all been like friends since the womb or some shit. Y'all be no, I didn't know. Nobody told me. I had no idea.
Even Jocelyn, even Jocelyn said,
right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah. Yay! I'm excited.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be taking a video of it, and I'm going to take pictures. It's going to be amazing. You're not allowed to pick up a phone because I'm going to take pictures and be like that photographer. All right,
listen, don't tell us that now, because the way that I have been saving sounds and I have a list of shots that we need to get, y'all about to be sick of our Comic-Con content. I promise you are.
Sweetheart, I got a gimbal and a phone. I can make this thing happen. Don't do it. And I'll be getting blood again this year too. So
we have co-hosts matching cosplays too.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. This iPhone 13 about to get some work. This 13 about to get some work. Why? Because I paid for this damn phone. It's gonna get some work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I have my pink. I'm so excited about my pink book bag. I know it's such a weird thing to be excited about, but I'm so excited about. I have a hot pink book bag.
Oh, let's go.
Riot approved.
Hold on. Can you see it? No, you can't see it. It's all the way in the back. Let me move my artwork.
Very is the Pink Riot brand.
I will tell you, you guys are going to bring backpacks with you, right?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Bree's like, no, I refuse.
I don't want to be carrying a bunch of stuff all of the days.
No. Listen to me, okay? I'm going to give you some advice so that you can have a fantastic experience at the convention. Is it okay with you if I tell you?
Yeah, tell me what you need.
Okay. Okay, this is what I learned. This is what I've learned over my years. You're going to bring a portable battery for your phone, correct?
Of course.
Yes.
If you do not decide to do that, bring a small surge protector. And I'll tell you why. Some of the best advice and stories that I've learned from San Diego came from taking my surge protector, plugging it into a wall. So I turned one outlet into 6. So when a family comes through or a bunch of people come through to have their phone charged, they sit down and we powwow. What did you see? What's getting ready to happen? You got that from where? Oh, that is dope. I like that too. Yeah, I got that from here. This is where networking continues. It's just not because of celebrities.
Yeah.
People on the floor. Trust me, I talk with families from the UK, from Australia, from Singapore, from Brazil. They can. It was amazing. International discussions with a 6 outlet surge protector. Second thing, bring vitamin C gummies with you. They're going to help you because Concrud is real. But people like to take all these medications to fight it. No. Vitamin C gummies or multivitamin gummies and water. That will get you through.
I have emergency
Perfect.
and electrolytes.
Perfect. Good to go. If you can get that Pedialyte, get Pedialyte. Pedialyte will get you through.
I will. I'm gonna fight you on the Pedialyte just because of the sugar content. That could potentially make you crash.
That's why you only bring one bottle and you get the Gatorade brand because the regular Pedialyte has a lot of sugar, but the Gatorade Pedialyte does not.
Okay. I'm just saying specifics.
I know, baby. I know, and I appreciate you so much. I really do. You are just the gem. You are the bee's knees.
Don't be blowing up smoke in my ass, Navy. It's too late at night. I ain't asked
No,
for
I don't. Someone else can do that. Someone can do that job. I know. I ain't put my application for that. It's fine.
It's not my kink, but thank you.
Lies. Anyway. Surge protector, charger.
We also got those little stools.
Erica.
Yes. Mine's coming on Saturday.
I just got mine.
Yo, that collapsible stool is big for waiting in lines, especially coming into the convention hall.
Yeah.
I got tired of seeing so many Asian people cut and just sit down.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, what?
Yep.
I mean,
Mine's just yellow and black.
Mine's black and blue.
I got it.
Mine's black and blue, but the bruises used to be on me, black and blue. Now the stool is that.
Everything I'm bringing is pink.
Actually, everything I'm bringing is a different color, so I don't have to look for it in the bag. I can just be like, oh, yellow, pull it out.
My
bag is not big enough to get to lose stuff.
Bring small snacks with you. That's going to be a huge thing. The backpack doesn't have to have a whole lot, but just room for the utility things. Oh, shoes. Wear comfortable shoes. Wear. Yeah. Yes, dear.
Clear out whatever photos you have on your phone. Move that hoe to the cloud now.
Mine are already moved. It's automatic.
I cannot tell you the one time I hoed myself trying to get picked. Yo, be tight.
So I have a USB that goes from my phone. It holds like 512 gigs on it, so I could just like download from my phone.
Yeah. I have a USB medallion memory bank. It's about this big. It's also pink and it's 2 terabytes.
God damn.
Yeah, right.
How much did that run you?
Like 140.
Mm.
But I use it a lot for music festivals.
Eighth of my rent. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm just gonna be very economical on what pictures I take.
Out of it because I'm one of those annoying people at music festivals who records performances, parts of performances. So I have a lot of video on my phone. So yeah.
See me, I'm taking my laptop with me. So after each day, I download it to my hard drive. That way it's in the cloud and it's there. So I have both physical and stored. So I can clear my shit out and get back to it.
Yep. I'm bringing my hard drive 2 terabytes. Just
I gotta get me an external hard drive, but I know it's too late for me to get one.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon won't get here before I leave.
They
Yeah.
have them. They have them at like Staples and stuff. They're just way more expensive.
Then
Yeah.
that's the thing. See, big economical about.
Because mine came next day.
Well, then I would consider it.
I mean, you could. Can't you? You can't ship it to the base.
No, it does. Unfortunately, unlike a hotel, I can't ship it there because there's really no place to send it. Because I check in and then I go. They give me my keys, stuff, and send me to my room. My room is not going to be in the same place that I check in.
Okay, all right, gotcha.
So yeah, and I don't trust the niggas. Don't trust the nigga. No. Let me stop.
Is there anything else? Tips on are y'all planning on trying to interview people while y'all are there?
Yep.
Yes.
We already got mini mics and a plethora of questions together, and we've already worked out how we're going to be splitting them because Keisha's like, I'm not trying to be on camera for a lot. So
if you need a backup person, let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist you. I have no problem with that. I want your first time to be as magical and memorable as possible. So if whatever I can do, I will do it. The only thing I'm sad about for San Diego is it was a tradition that DC Comics always did a world premiere of a new animated movie in Ballroom 20. And they stopped doing that over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And like, why? That was literally my theater time. Oh, because Fantastic Four. Bitch, I don't want to go to a theater right now. I'm at a con. Fuck out of here.
I seen that a lot of the like movie production stuff is gone from the con this year, and I guess it was gone last year too.
They burnt. Well, I know last year it was because of the strike.
Yeah.
So, but this year, because they've got these major blockbusters, they didn't want to invest the time, which is fine. Not saying that they don't make up the con, which is one thing the Comic-Con International is understanding. You've got other entities that can make it just as important, just as vital, and as interesting and entertaining. So you don't need those like, DC's not going to be there. Boo! DC's going to have a booth. Marvel's going to have a booth. All these other companies going to have a booth, and the ones that are important, IDW, Boom,
Image.
Yeah.
Scout is going to have one.
Yeah.
Comixology has a booth there.
Yeah.
And just all the other major companies.
Our goal for Thursday is to go hit all of the major publishers and Artist Alley.
Yeah.
Stephanie Williams is going to be there too.
Yes.
Yes.
Communication with her because she's doing something through a new imprint through Penguin.
Ignition Press, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Ignition. In fact, she's going to be there in the IDW booth Thursday from 9:45 to 10:45, Saturday from 1 to 2, and Sunday from 11:30 to 12:30.
Yeah, she has signing times with the Ignition Press booth, and she has a panel that she's doing with them too. We're linking up with that. The story that she's doing is very much giving like Madam C.J. Walker vibes, but
okay.
And they're giving away tote bags and hair pomade from a Black-owned brand. So yeah, we're pulling up.
Well, the tote bag I can do, the pomade.
Navy, if I could ask you, Navy, just you send that my way. I'm gonna see.
I love how she's asking you like, now I know you're not gonna use it.
However, Tama, if you say you love me.
I do love you, eternal. You, Negro, I love your black ass. You know how much I love you. I love you. I love you like savory grits.
Yeah. Yeah.
The story looks really cute, and the cover art is by Juliet Neca, who's one of my favorite comic book artists.
I hate you so much right now.
Press booth.
So it says Boom Studios, IDW, Oni Press, Dark Horse, and a little bit of everybody. The small press is always fun. I love going through small press. That's definitely the opportunity to go and talk with
Thank
them.
you, LT.
Don't let them get you, Bree. Yeah, that's right. Don't let them get you.
The way that I fully intend to be like in pitch mode for all of those. So just know that you're going to see a little bit of cheerleader Bree come out on Thursday, because when I tell you, like, we have plans and goals that require us to make our rounds that Thursday.
Well, trust me, I'm gonna be hustling for Blerd Station as well. So I've got my pitch deck ready to go. I've got my gimbal ready to go. I'm bringing my White Lantern Gentleman, so I'm gonna have 2 cosplays for the con.
Period.
Hey, if you cannot enjoy the fun while you're working, why are you there?
That part.
Basically.
We did the same. Wait, I want to hear your logic behind having 2 cosplays, because we did the same thing. We're both only doing 2 cosplays as well, and then we're wearing Pink Riot merch the other days.
Perfect. No more than 2 unless your main focus is to cosplay every day. Right. I don't cosplay every day. Master Roshi is one that I can wear casually and in character and still be able to move around. The White Lantern is one for, I want to show off and it's comfortable. I'm wearing a white suit, so I'm going to stop traffic. That's fine.
Period.
But I always encourage people to go to the con. What is your intention for the convention? And once you know what your intent is, that's what you need to bring. Don't bring any more than that. If it is not useful, it's not, I can stay home. Will you use this?
Yeah.
I got my ass caught up many times. Bringers like, I could use this. Meanwhile, I'm charging extra amount of money for shit that I could use and never did.
Yeah. That should be holding me. You don't need backups for a convention. The only thing unless it's for your cosplay, you do not need backups. Maybe I need these keep parachuting. No. You already know if you're gonna be dancing for 6 to 8 hours at the club that night on a Thursday the day after y'all get there. You already know. If you think you can skate by, I'm putting on some Keds and getting in that club, fuck it. They ain't gonna bother nobody. 90% of the people that are gonna be there are gonna be in some form of cosplay anyway. So what are you looking at me for my heels to come into this place? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't overpack. Pack for what you need so that you have space for shit that you want to buy and bring home.
I'm bringing an extra bag.
That is also a plan. If you are so fortunate to not have to incur extra baggage fees, you can do that.
That was built into my budget.
And that's good.
Also, another option too is they do have FedEx in Convention Center and they have UPS in the Hilton. A lot of people will ship their stuff so that way you don't have to worry about them sorry ass people at the airlines messing up your luggage because they are not getting paid enough.
Or trying to steal your fucking lightsaber because they don't know that you read the goddamn TSA goddamn guidelines. And JFK, TSA, bitch, you thought. You thought.
No, but I like this idea of mailing it back.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're not restricted on what you want. You just have to pay for it to be shipped back. And they will wrap it right there for you. You literally do not have to leave the convention center. You can leave out of the hall, go right there to the FedEx store, ship it out. Or to the UPS store at the Hilton. And do y'all like froyo?
You done did it now, Navy.
Do you like froyo?
Oh my God.
Frozen yogurt?
Yes.
Yes, I love
there is a family-owned spot on the bottom floor of the Hilton, and I know the family. They've been there every year. I'm gonna take y'all over there. Introduce
Do they have all of the flavors?
They do, and they actually make a lot of amazing things too.
Wait, what's your favorite froyo flavor?
You sound so excited.
Froyo.
For me, the combination will always be chocolate and vanilla. Because I can add things to it and the flavor is not masked. It doesn't take away from it. But they do have a peach ring froyo shake that is everything.
I was literally just Oh my god, my favorite froyo is peach froyo with little graham cracker bits on top.
They'll do that for you.
Or like vanilla custard with little cinnamon toast crunch on top.
They do different things each year, so they try to theme it around the con.
You got your entire meal plan prepped out for the next 4 days at this con.
That's honestly very important.
Yeah, let me
I'm
tell
trying
y'all.
to make friends, make connections, brand placement, and eat.
Lord. Now I will tell you too. The convention has stuff going on all around it.
Yeah.
Activations all around it. So you go to a froyo place, you come back. Guess what? You get to walk behind the convention center and just walk that boardwalk. And there's all types of. IMDb has their boat. Paramount has their activation. I believe Bandai has theirs, and a few other folks. And you may get someone to go, "Hey, answer a question. You could get a prize." Sure. Blah 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 blah. Congratulations! I walked away with a garment. One of the wow words. It's like an automatic lint brush where you can just get all the little things. Yeah, they actually gave me one right there on the boardwalk. It says, "Well, nothing else. At least it's practical."
That's cute. See, we were looking at stuff like that. Like Keisha knows my heart because she was like, "There's a Hello Kitty cafe truck that's gonna be up there," and I was like,
"Yep."
But we were also told that all of the free stuff that doesn't require a badge typically has hella long lines because everybody shows up.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to that Abbott activation. The Abbott Elementary. I heard it was fun last year.
Yeah.
Gauge it though, and I'll tell you why. Because some of them will say they require tickets. More often than not, you can just walk up there and say, "Listen, when are you guys giving away tickets?" And the people at the activations will go, "Come back XYZ," and you can get in. Key thing is to fill it out.
Okay.
Trust me, you're going to have so much fun. Just walking up and down. Oh my gosh, this con is an addiction, without a doubt.
I already know this, Navy. I already know. Listen, just off of the strength of all of the. So I told you we're both bookish. All of the authors who are going to be there is already a pool, but the number of them giving away advanced reader copies of books that are coming out in the next season that I desperately
Livewire is going to be there.
Yes, Sarah already. I seen that. So, I literally took a screenshot of that to tell you about at our next Pink Riot.
Y'all be going to the library then, probably for some of these.
Actually,
no, they have
so who has it? I forget.
They're so excited they're interrupting each other. It's great. You're like,
but like I've been looking at this book for months, and we're trying to get Sarah onto the show because this book is based on Vault Comics, Livewire. And that was one of my first runs that I read, like, once I got back into comics with Ayala. And so, like, they're creating a novel version of her.
Mm-hmm.
And the cover, if you guys have seen, I love me.
It's a callback to one of the
bright covers. Yeah. It's a neon yellow.
Like cover.
Do you know that if they're going to have a table or a booth?
They are going to have
a booth.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The imprint has a booth, and it's basically if you buy one book, then you get the arcs for another book for a lot of them that I've seen.
Yeah,
because I got the email from them about like all the stuff that they have that they're gonna have at SDCC, and the arcs for that is one of them. And fun fact, Sarah Raleigh is an honorary member of my book club. So I'm like, the way that I'm already like, we're gonna pull up giving Pink Riot pop your shit vibes so we can get all of the context. I'm gonna be the mouthpiece and Keisha's gonna have the spreadsheet.
I'll be the bodyguard.
Yeah, Navy.
I will be the bodyguard. Let me see something. Hold on.
Going to be
Let's
online?
see.
That's like the. I hope that there's like a lot of that, a lot of free books.
You're going to be surprised how much stuff is going to be given away. You will lose your ever loving mind.
Because I'm not gonna lie, my little feelings got hurt when I seen how much some of those signatures cost
Yeah,
from other
yeah.
people. I was like, oh no. I
So
thought
the
it was
question,
like if you buy something from them, then they'll sign it. But no, they're like,
In general.
so the question is, do you know what their booth number is going to be?
hold on, give me a second.
Sometimes, if their manager is not around to cause problems, you
Oh,
can
you mean
ask
like when I
for
got your storm pin signed and the damn attendee I was trying to get a picture with her and he's like, "Yes, you have to pay for that." I said, "You didn't pay for not being a virgin."
Maybe.
Mr. Montel.
What? I made her
boy.
laugh. That's all I cared about. I made her laugh. Fuck his feelings. I made her laugh. That's all I care about.
It can be a toss up. I've definitely schmooze-a-woozed a little bit. Sometimes it works better at the end of a convention. Sometimes it works better before everything gets too crazy and out of hand.
It's booth 1134.
Oh, that's easy.
For
Okay.
Blackstone, yeah.
So 1134 is going to that's actually not bad at all.
And the live wire one is Saturday. That's when we can get the live wire arc.
So I wonder if I can share. Let see if it will let me share my screen because I want to.
But also, did you reach out and contact anybody in that circle?
Not directly for Blackstone, but I do already have a contact for them.
Ask the question. Hey, would you, what do I gotta do?
Okay, so this is the floor plan for the convention center. From A all the way to G.
Jesus fucking wept in a fucking manger. Jesus. Stuff shit is fucking huge. Navy, I don't know if I could do it, homie. I don't know if I could do it, homie.
You don't have to walk the whole thing. Okay. Now, the booth that you're talking about is right here, just above the exhibitor tables. You said 1134?
Nah, he's still sliding it.
Girl, I'm not crazy. I know I'm a very strong-willed person, and I got good shoe sense. That is heavy.
Your booth is going to be right here, 1134, just right next to the exhibitor tables. So it's going to be between the gold and silver pavilion for comics and right there. So basically, it's going to be around Hall B1. You can go into that entrance right down here and just walk right on through. Boom, you'll be right there.
Yeah.
Video games are always in Hall A, so you don't have to worry about that side of it.
Oh, I'm wearing the most comfortable shoes.
Girl.
Sneakers.
Girls. Ladies.
I was gonna wear for one of my cosplays, I was gonna wear my Doc Martens, but that's a hell no.
Well, is it carpeted?
My Doc Martens have that airwave stuff.
60% of it is carpeted, depending on if the person at the booth has actually paid for the carpet. Because for years they had it, but they decided if you want it, you have to pay for it. So a good chunk of it is, but there are going to be some walking areas that won't.
I'm reminding me of my ex-boyfriend.
Star Wars got there too.
Who's packing all that in there?
Lego, Mattel, Marvel. DC is over here by Funko, along with Sony. Funko's got their own corner.
Navy is definitely putting us on game.
She ain't putting me on goddamn game. I'm terrified to go to this goddamn thing.
This is only the exhibit hall. That's if you want to deal with that. You don't have to deal with the exhibit hall if you don't want to.
No. That's not even the whole shit. That's not even the whole shit.
No.
No.
What you mean?
Baby. This is only the bottom floor.
Yeah, because isn't there like Artist Alley and then
you got Artist Alley right here.
It's
got-
stacked on top of one another.
Oh yeah, the exhibit hall is its own separate spot. The
Bruh.
exhibit hall is its own separate spot. So
They're
before
gonna
you
have a
it-
Pop Mart one. I can get a Labubu.
Pop Mart.
Well, I hope you got a ticket. I can't
I
imagine that's not ticketed.
I did apply.
What's the hype around the boo-boos?
They're just
People.
cute.
Yeah, basically
People.
people. Now I did apply to get for the tickets to have the opportunity to stand in line. So if I find out that I won that lottery, and if y'all want it, I'll stand in the line to get it for you if you want something.
Maybe.
Navy, I would like a white Labubu.
You gonna send me money for that? I ain't gonna pay for that out of my pocket. Now you gonna send me money?
No, I
You know
said
how-
I didn't say, did I say that I wasn't gonna pay? I didn't say I'm gonna give you the money.
That's thing. How much will that? How much is it? It sounds expensive.
It
It's
is.
like
I don't want one. I
$27.
don't. I truly don't. That shit is
I want-
actually fucking terrifying.
I want a pink one.
Well, if you have me the
course
pink
you
one
wanna
money, then I will stand in line. I won't know what I am available for until the end of the week. So by
Ooh.
Saturday, I should know.
That's
Actually,
the only downside to us having programming badges. We couldn't
Yeah.
enter for those.
That's why I'm a comic retailer and I'm your plug.
Good.
As a comic retailer, I can literally go up and talk to them about what they're offering and everything.
Hey yo, Navy.
Huh?
Hey yo, Navy. You wanna flip some Labubus?
I ain't
You
pulled
wanna
this
do
out in a while. I haven't pulled this out in a while. Here we go.
But it could be fun. It's safe. If
Same
you know
sign.
what you're doing.
Same sign. Same sign. Okay. The sign says y'all are not gonna make me come out myself.
Practice safe Labubu flipping. That's all. That's all.
You know what? I gotta do it one more
Safe
again.
Labubu flipping is crazy. I'm just, yeah. I'm glad that you're with the shits, Navy, because we're about to be going to every single publisher, and we got to hit Artist Alley hard because we want to support BIPOC indie projects as well.
That's where all my money's going.
Small press is right up here. You definitely want to hit small press. This is what I was talking about.
Yeah, one of them is Cuento Comics.
Mhm.
It's a Filipino imprint.
Yes.
They have like 3 books that I want to get. I'm excited.
So I'm showing this to you so that way you can kind of get an idea what the floor is going to be like.
I feel like we're gonna have to have another like mapping session with you, Navy, because I'm
Oh, we
looking at
will.
my co-host and it's well past her bedtime.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Penguin
Oh,
Random
Lord.
House is right here. So you want to go to Penguin Random House, they have their own
Yes,
section.
we
Yeah.
do. Yes,
I'm
we
going
do.
to Saga. I cannot wait for that.
All of them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm looking forward to it. Y'all are about to have an amazing experience, and I'm looking forward to the year when Kira is able to come out here and we can enjoy this con together.
Next year.
And we'll do Sailor Moon cosplays
Yes!
together.
I want to be the green one. I want to be the green one.
Okay, that's
right,
fine.
Navy?
Huh?
The man in black?
Tuxedo mask?
Tuxedo mask.
Oh,
yeah.
I wasn't saying tuxedo mask. I mean, we're all.
She wants me to be in Sailor
go.
Moon.
A Sailor Moon.
You know what? Because the Powerpuff Girls had the Rowdy Rough Boys, so I could do a Rowdy Rough Sailor Moon version. I could do that.
That's cute.
I could be Sailor Nigga. I can do that. Yeah, I can be Sailor
That
Nigga.
is crazy. Oh my gosh. Wait. Or we could be well, no. Nobody will be One Piece with me. Nobody will be
No.
One Piece people with me.
No.
I'll do
I'll
it.
do it. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm not.
I'll do
Not
it.
the peer pressure.
I don't care.
I'll be Chopper Nigga. So I'll be.
Yeah, I love
'Cause
it.
Chopper's
I
my
was
favorite.
this close to being Chopper for one of the days this year.
That would have been dope.
I already have the hat and everything, but I was like, we already have our days set.
That would be dope as
See,
hell.
The only cosplay I'm excited about is for BlerdCon. There's one I want to do. I want to do Wendell and Wild because I want to build out her dad's stereo. I just want to walk around with the stereo.
There's a couple. There were a couple this year. There were a good couple that did it this year. Please do. She don't get enough play, in my opinion. She was good. Not anyhow.
Oh, he said Sailor Jupiter. That's why.
Oh, is that the green one?
I have no idea.
I'm
still in the first season, and we're still like 27 episodes in. There's still only 3 of them. Where are the rest of them coming in?
I think you a couple of seasons out before you get like up to 5. I think it's a few. And that's just off the strength of me knowing how long that shit goes. You
gotta build up the crew, you know. Did you guys see they're changing it where the new versions of it is like a third of the number of episodes because they're like doing the remake and compressing the episodes? So when that happens, y'all don't have no excuse. You gotta watch One Piece.
No, run that shit back. You mean to tell me there are all these episodes of Sailor Moon and I don't even get the whole crew for the first season? I don't get it for the second season. How many seasons do I need to watch before I get all of these girls?
I don't know. I'm still on episode 1.
I just work here.
I'm just letting you know
you should past her bedtime and give her bad news.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you didn't know.
I am cranky. I am very tired.
It's worth it.
And I'm sitting here watching these girls, and I'm like, this is cute and all, but where's the team?
You need Voltron to assemble as a whole. Detective Conan said, "Catch up or get left behind." Well, I mean,
I'm watching Detective Conan now. Shoot, the movie's coming up on YouTube. I'm loving it.
I mean, I never finished the original series. Wow, we got a lot of non-completionists here in the chat. I'm
about to just read the manga because that is that worse?
No.
I don't know
is
if
it
you
worse?
realize what you're saying when you say
that. Don't do that. What you doing, girl?
Oh,
ma'am.
That's a whole nother commitment.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Sailor Moon.
Yes.
Wait, did it ever finish?
You can't rush greatness, you know?
Wait, did the manga
did not say that, really?
What it is.
Did the manga ever finish?
I don't think that's important.
I heard it and didn't have to see your face. And I heard it. Oh, Lord. That's not the answer we was looking for there. Thank you, Alex.
Well, Keisha, you have a choice to make. You've gone down a path that very few come back from. I think you might as well just go ahead and power through, boo-boo.
Yeah, you know, live your best.
It is too late for me to make that kind of decision at this moment in time. So I'm going to wait until I am not as sleepy.
That's fair.
It has been an honor and
very
privilege
good point.
indeed.
Sesame Street has all those shows best and nobody complains. You ain't never complained about extra episodes of Sesame Street.
Because those are situational and the plot, you do not need to watch them in order. You don't need to do any of that. That's different.
What you got against watching things sequentially?
Wow.
She gonna fight you.
Okay, Keisha, baby, it's all right. You need to go hit your pillow.
You can do it. You can do it.
It's a homicide. You're going to be meeting your tag partner here in about
in mere weeks. In a week?
It's going to be wonderful.
6 days.
We're going to meet.
It's 6 days, right? 6 days.
Yeah, 23rd. I'm so happy for all of you vicarious
that anyone could have. We're the very best friends that anyone could have.
Y'all are hilarious. I see. This is y'all 2, 3. y'all three are the only reason why I would go to San Diego, because the vibes and the times that would be had are going to be legendary. I would love to go. If I had
Epic.
I can clap without clapping. It's like, oh,
Demolition Man out here.
so what are you doing? I'm fanning myself. I can't afford them damn fans.
beefing with a rock, there's a plot. That's a long-standing bout of vengeance.
Yeah.
And
You know what? I love Elmo for that.
Mhm.
I love
I would
Elmo
say-
for that.
Between that and his balsamic vinegar, I love me some Elmo.
Oh, you put that balsamic vinegar. You gotta get that vinegar.
Emma said the biz
It
dev
makes
is a
me
lot.
proud to be a New Yorker.
Yeah, I'm not gonna require anybody who I'm gonna force to watch hundreds of episodes to watch it subbed. You know, live your best dub life if that's what you need.
I mean,
Oh man, I tried to do sub on Sailor Moon, and
you
I'm
found
so
it?
sorry. Why would you do that? to
yeah.
me?
So on Disney Plus, Disney Plus has both sub and dub
It gives you
for
the
the
option.
entire
I'm
series.
sorry. I have been raw dogging it, going through the fucking pirates, the waves of piracy. I did not know it was on Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney has the whole thing. Has the series after that one as well.
Yeah, wait a minute.
The
My whole life
entire
has just changed. Look at y'all.
Lord,
Yeah.
that means piracy has been in
Yeah.
her booty hole for quite a while, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, look. Hey, look. Everybody
I
can't.
said, if y'all visit the King of the Hill pop up, get me some propane accessories.
Those tickets are out. I cannot.
Shut that down real quick.
I am part of a server. Well, let me tell you, it turns into the stock exchange because they will get those tickets and they will trade each other for those pop-ups for some of those activations that require tickets. It's hilarious. Like, enjoy that, buddy.
Bama's saying that you can watch Sailor Moon on Hulu too. So.
Yeah, but Hulu has ads, and the way that my life is set up, I have time. I don't have time
Ain't nobody got time for that.
for that. My time is precious.
Ain't nobody got money for that either.
Factorials.
Get out of here with that. That's blue.
I
Oh.
feel like we have a good grasp of
Yes.
our game plan for the con.
Yes.
So far.
We've
so far.
already convinced Lady Mandalore to join us next year.
I will come through next. I am stating today, I will come through next year. Oh my god, I want to vomit. I will come through next year. Oh
And
my
it
god,
won't just be that one con, because you can't abandon going to Blerd Con with us once we start going to that either. So we're going to.
okay.
plan.
So all right. So BlerdCon in San Diego.
Yes.
I will.
You know what's crazy is if you've attended San Diego Comic-Con, that is a bigger flex than any other convention you've ever attended.
I will also throw it out there
Yeah, I said what I think.
that DreamCon next year is in Houston, Texas. And
It
that
is.
We will be going to that as well.
I
I
can't
shall
do
pray for your
all
immortal
them.
soul.
All the monies, boo boo. All
Yeah.
the monies. Is,
I will pray for your immortal soul.
We can save a little money because I have people in Houston.
see
why
the way
I
that
have
I'm
no money.
bougie. I stay at hotels.
Girl,
Okay,
I
that's-
had
I
to
love
rent
that.
out a gas
So
station
that just-
bathroom just to go.
That just lets me know that we have to be even more delulu in our panel planning and programming, so that way we can do these cons for free, and all we have to pay for is our flights and accommodations.
That is facts as well.
So I need you to get on the delulu train and say it out of your mouth that that's what's happening for next year.
That is what is happening. No, that is the plan for next year.
That is what
shout
is
out, shout out to the people that be watching me on the YouTubes. I am only 134 watch hours away from being monetized. So
Very good.
if y'all are feeling ever so kind, run it up for a bitch.
Yeah. Stream
I'm
it on
just saying.
stream it on loop
just
in the
put it
background
on
while
in
you're
the
doing your
background and walk away. If you gotta go take a poop, just put it on in the background and walk right the hell on away. I'm sorry, I need to change that. 111 hours is
Oh,
all I
that's
need.
light work. That's light
Okay,
work.
that's it. You watch a couple episodes, you put it on the TV, put it on the phone. If you got 2 different accounts, I've got 3 accounts on under my YouTube. I will put all 3 of them on in one time. I'm just saying, just help me to entertain you. Please.
Got you. I feel like
Well,
we can
she
knock
said.
that out by next week.
Your lips to the Lord's ears. Also, I need to pay Navy back for all of his. I need to. Navy is working for free. I'd like to pay Navy at some point for his host duties. So help a black woman and a black man own podcast. You know, it's for the culture. For facts, for just $9.99 a day. You too. You too can help me continue to eat exorbitant amount of snacks.
Fine, the teacher started up. I'm gonna be giggling about that shit too. It's like, if you want to be a room full of birds, come on to the show and you provide us with
all I require. All we need is for you to buy these indie comics so that they'll start to come onto the show and we can get these numbers up, ho.
Why? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And think, y'all gonna see my nutty ass in person. This is gonna be hilarious.
Nobody in this chat can say that they haven't been thoroughly entertained for however many hours we've been on here kikiing. So if you
3 hours and 30 minutes
and you want to see more of it, head over to Room Full of Blerds and stream a
Yes,
couple of those episodes. And while you're at it, like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Please.
We're on all US platforms as Pink Riot Comic Show. And, you know, if you're feeling so led, hit up our Patreon because these comics and these cons, they ain't going to pay for themselves.
I need y'all to harass this one up here to get them long books and them notebooks. I know you better be looking up the guy to help you get them books made. I know that's what you're looking at right now. I know that's what you're looking at. You better look at it.
Yeah.
I thought this was a Brady Bunch thing. You know, you
bring it around. Bring it around.
No.
Sorry, Jan.
Oh my God.
But no, seriously, no. Push her to do this. Tell her the only way that we, as a community, know what y'all like is if you tell us. Tell her you want something from both of them. Her to keep on her behind, and then her to keep on her behind to do something. I don't know. Make more brownie cheesecakes. Do something. Yes.
And we actually do listen to everything that y'all say and let our Patreon subscribers choose what we're talking about on most of these episodes. We have a free tier and then it goes up to other tiers. And because we were low-key bullied by our YouTube parents, the merch is back up on Printify. So run it up so we have a little extra money to finagle with at the con.
How many times in your life are you going to point to your chest and say, bust open this omnibus? Ladies,
bust it wide open.
Open to the front. Like, let's do this.
Also, if you're a blerdy baddie, I feel like you need that shirt anyway, just so that people know what time it is.
I will be purchasing one tomorrow because that's when the overlords have decided to pay me for my 9-to-5 duties. But I will be buying one exponentially tomorrow.
And keep a lookout for us at the con because the next time that you see us, we'll be in this together at the hotel. Wow, it's gonna be great. We love you guys. We appreciate you for coming through and sharing the vibes.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, we love it when you guys come.
Always a pleasure being here with y'all. Always.
Tell them where they can find you guys and support you guys.
Ladies first.
You can find me and the illustrious Navy Montel on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the YouTubes, the Twitches, and maybe TikTok soon. I'm trying to figure that out. We will be back in full swing for our next season on July 27th, where maybe Navy will be streaming live from San Diego, and maybe if we are so lucky, we'll have a live guest pop up with the lovely ladies of Pink Riot. Yes, so please like, share, subscribe to our channels. Also, I be on Blerd's Eye View and stuff. We coming back in August for that. They fun over there too. There's a lot of us. It's like this, but like it's crazy.
That part. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, boys of all ages, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It is I, Navy Montel, your frosty bearded Blerdicore here. One half of Room Full of Blerds with this illustriously amazing lady over here. Please go get her monetized. Go over to YouTube while she's playing her games and cursing out the stupid ass games so that way she can get monetized.
Us.
Okay. If you want to know what the hell I'm up to, check me out on Instagram under Navy Montel, everything under Navy Montel, including my YouTube. I will be doing a video about San Diego Comic-Con, and I'll be shooting it from there. I will have these ladies as special guests on there to talk about their first time of opportunities there. And I'm on the TikToks, being inspirational, on Instagrams, pushing away all the basement virgins. And of course, I am still streaming on Twitch. Don't know what exactly it's going to be. But you know, basement virgins beware, because I am elevated. Anyway, I want y'all all just continue to follow them, support these ladies, give them all the love, continue to elevate, motivate, and inspire, and most importantly, stay nerdy, stay geeky, and always stay sexy.
Absolutely. I don't know.
I love that.
But
Right?
make sure that you tune in. We're gonna be here at the same place at the same damn time because it ain't no weeks off. We love y'all and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Later.
I definitely found more. All right, how many variants are there?
11.
Damn. Go ahead. No.